I feel like I need a new intro. I need to revamp everything. Good evening, afternoon, depending on where the fuck you are. Welcome, welcome. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong tab. So my darling son sent me a link about declassified alien information. And I thought it would be just fun to go over it. I'm pinning the link in the chat, by the way. Anybody wants to come up? Yes, Fletch, I gave you a wrench. I love you. You was my
Howdy,
homie.
y'all coming in.
I don't want Fletch to feel like he can just get kicked around. So, a little bit of power. Don't let it go to your head. Okay, homie?
You think I should twinkle in the background to make it more to go with what we're doing tonight?
Already kind of woo. I like it though. It's pretty. Real quick, gotta acknowledge my beautiful people in the chat. Book of RLM. Mwah, much love to you. Hurricane Paro. Behave yourself today. If you want, you can do it when we drop off and we're not live anymore. Let's be good today, okay? P. Fletch, my homie, Brian Johnson, love to see you here. And of course, Logical Sparks, always a pleasure to have you, my dear. So
keep it together tonight. We're talking about aliens, y'all.
Not to mention, we are live over on Spin City News on YouTube. Yes. We are live on pilled.net. I am Spin City News, also known as the panelist on America Rising Media.
I love it. Congratulations for getting into America Rising Media. That is badass.
It is completely official. I've got the keys to the streams. I've got everything now. Tuesday morning at 9:30 a.m. over on pilled.net/America Rising Media. And over on Rumble, America Rising Media, we have shenanigans and more shenanigans and more shenanigans from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. And then we also have the Truth Blitz after that and many, many, many more things. Sorry for the grift.
No, please, grift. Please, please, please. By the way, type something in my chat so I can mod you. Make sure you drop your links. I want everybody to make sure that you please like and sub to Spin City as well as to 2D Bug, who is one of our regular panelists on multiple channels.
2D, you should be streaming, hon. You should be streaming into your thing. Just put it up there. Just put it up there, 2D. Why not?
Yeah, for real. By the way, hello to Agrilopolis, the mod with the most. It's so good to see you, sir, and God's favorite aunt. Likewise.
God's favorite aunt is in the chat. Did he align his fucking antennae yet, Beth? I mean, like, seriously. I mean, the ant, they're like this. Mostly ants are like this.
Judy Bug, get your link out in the chat for Mr. Brian Johnson, please. And thank you to everybody who's dropping links for me. Agrilopolis, you're amazing. I appreciate it. There's so much going on my screen that it's like, oh, shit. I forgot. That's what I should have been doing this morning. I need to take my master key of links for everybody and like put it in alphabetical order or something because it takes me forever to scroll through and find who's on panels that I'm on when I'm dropping links. It's very annoying.
Guess what, Miss Italiano? Guess what I'm having for dinner tonight, my dear?
Ooh, is it going to be
I am having the mozzarella. I am having the gnocchis or sometimes the sojites and some red sauce with the gravy.
Shit. I forgot
with fried peppers and onions and olive oil and garlic. That is my delicatessen for today's dinner.
Fabulous. I forgot to take something out for you. Well, I slept most of the day. I was up till 5 a.m. with OG. Thank you again, Spin. Last night, Spin hosted a 2v2 about is trans ideology harmful to Americans? And it was a wild one. If you didn't see it, I highly recommend you get over there and check it out later on because, man, I brought more heat than I thought I was going to.
She was fiery and she wasn't even getting the bone. She was boning everybody else. That's what happened last night. You might as well check it out.
I brought the blood. Enjoy. Thank you again for having me on that.
Paro's still a bitch.
Huh?
Paro's still a bitch. But anyway, moving on.
That was a lot of fun last night. I look forward to doing it again. Hi, Just Becca. Mwah. You beautiful lady. I hope you're having a phenomenal day.
Yes.
Oh shit,
ma'am.
out of cigarettes.
And Cellulite, thank you. Welcome. Good to see you
What
in
up,
the
Sel?
chat.
What up, Sel? You caught that quick.
Yeah. Cell is. I always enjoy listening to him talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yes, him and his wife.
I find him to be very captivating, and he's good. I like him. I like him a lot. There's certain people, certain panelists that like when they talk, it's like, I kind of get captivated. I'm sucked into what they're saying. They're presenting it intelligently and in a demeanor that's just it commands your attention, right? Like Cleaner is that way. I have the utmost respect for Cleaner. He's super smart, and the way that he puts things is palatable to anyone on either side, which is very cool. I'm blessed to call him my friend. But so for everybody coming in, I had said this a few minutes ago. My son sent me a link about the declassified information pertaining to UFOs, and he said he was like having a blast looking through it. Like, so I thought, you know what? Let's do it. Let's pick it apart. Let's see what all's in there. I could use the watch time, and quite frankly, I am like dedicated to getting back to streaming and picking up and going hard at this shit. Anybody who's interested
That's what he said.
Anybody who's interested, by the way, in making some like shorts or anything for my channel, you are more than welcome to do so. Please send them to me in Discord. You can find me with my name. It's going to be Beth_Mayhew 607 if you're not friends with me on Discord already. I'm always happy to receive that stuff. So I was also thinking, depending on what all is in this, right? Or well, not even depending on it. I would like to do a stream this weekend with a panel about, does the existence of aliens nullify religion? Ag, can you cam up for me for 1 second and then put it back down? We'll keep it quick. Thank you, dear. You can cam down. Hello. I feel blessed right now. I'm so
I just wanted to say hey.
I'm happy to see you. How you doing today?
I'm okay. Doing well. It's good to see you live so much. It was like there's a period of time where I didn't see you live a lot, and now I'm seeing you live, and it's great.
Yeah, we've had some family stuff that demanded my attention, and
Understandable.
You know how it goes. By the time I got done dealing with the stuff on a daily basis, I was so burned out. I just couldn't, if anything, I went and jumped on Dusties or OGs and just let them run the show because I could not manage all of this.
Oh, I've got at least 2 to 3 appointments every week that I have to leave and go, and they're at least an hour to an hour and a half long. So I get it.
I'm in the same exact boat. And then on top of it, like all of my appointments are at least a 40-minute drive one way.
Yeah, mine are about the same. Yep.
So it's like I'm on the road for hours, sitting at appointments for hours, and then dealing with just all the bullshit. And I get home, and then on top of it, my son is about to graduate high school. I can't believe it. My baby is no longer a baby.
Yeah, my baby she's gonna start doing college classes in ninth. Well, she's gonna go in the 10th grade, and she's gonna start doing college classes. So it's kind of scary.
Good girl.
Isn't it?
Yeah, she wants to be a pilot, so she wants to get all the
Wow.
I guess the pre what do you call them?
Prerequisite.
Prerequisite. The starter class is done, and then by the time she's 18, she wants to go Air Force. Hopefully, that would be a good way to go to start.
How old is she now?
15.
At 16, at 16, if you go to a local flight school or enroll her into the premier down in Florida here, they will get her started quickly. And
we bounce from here to Colorado, and in Colorado Springs, there's the Air Force Academy.
Oh, right. I was just going to say, when you said Colorado, I knew Air Force Academy real quick.
We kind of met some people, and we're thinking about it's kind of a bounce between here and there. She's not sure what, where she wants to be at.
So. If I can make a suggestion, especially because she's considering using the Air Force in order to get all of that, ask around and find your local Civil Air Patrol.
Yeah.
Okay. They will get her started on that. And then when she goes into the Air Force, it will actually, number one, help her so she'll be ready for everything she's going to experience there. And two, they do get credit with the military for doing those junior programs.
Yeah, the prerequisites in the junior program. Yeah, that's what she's kind of been doing, and I've been trying to help her, and I'm not the greatest at this stuff, and she's way better than me at it. So
also you can find a local EAA chapter. They'll do a discovery flight with her. She'll be able to actually fly the airplane. Just let you know. Free. It's all free. There's nothing you have to pay unless you want to give them a donation.
Right. That's something to look into. I don't know. There again, I don't know if she's already looked into that too, because this is all she does in her spare time is look up how she can get to flying planes. She doesn't know if she wants to do commercial yet, or like private, or military, or what. I told her there's a high bar for the military, but to get started that way would be a good idea too. But not everybody that joins the Air Force, very low percentage end up flying those expensive planes.
Part 103. She probably wants part 103. I think it's 103. That's commercial. She could also go into the business class jets, stuff like that. I mean, make, I hate to say it this way, but make even more money than the military will pay her.
Yeah, that's what I was telling her. It's the military.
I know that for a fact. So yeah. My daughters wanted to do it, and for $100,000, she is now flying for Delta. So
nice.
I mean,
it's such a crazy difference, though. My 12-year-old, she's already making cartoons.
That's badass.
So she uses any kind of medium she can use, and she's starting to get to poster boards and stuff. And she's making up her own cartoons. So it's insane. I'm like, what? Like this is so like talented. I wish I could draw that good. And so my youngest is still 7, so she hasn't figured life out yet. But my older two, man, they seem to know what they want to do. And I'm like, well, you got to be really good to do cartoons, but there's always going to be cartoons. So that's never going to be a thing that goes away. So it's kind of whatever they want to do. I'll support them,
That's badass. And everything that
my oldest is in the National Honor Society, and then my 12-year-old who does cartoons, she's in the Junior National Honor Society. So they're kind of helping I don't know, bottleneck and shape them in a way. So it's pretty interesting.
It says a lot about your parenting, your kids' like success and motivations. So congratulations on that. You've done a good job, Dad. A very good
Yeah,
job.
well, we just do online homeschooling. So I just tell them to do as much as you can, and you finish early, keep going, work ahead. That's why my my ninth grader is going to start doing college classes. She could have done them earlier, but it wouldn't really count really. So, but now that she's 15, she'll be 16 soon. Um, and then as she moves into the 10th grade, that's where she's going with it. So
That's
time
badass.
flies, man.
It does. You blink and all of a sudden they're not your baby anymore. They're all grown up
Yeah,
and off in the world doing crazy shit.
that's the
Um,
truth.
I see Just Becca's kind of going through that too. Congratulations on your son getting his first car. Hi, Ashton. Hello, Mike
I don't want.
20.
Oh, that's what I'm looking at too. She just got my oldest. She just got her driving permit. So, and then so she was with me on Tuesday, and I got into an accident in my truck, and I think I
Yeah,
freaked her out because she just got her permit. She's just getting into driving, and then I was driving, and accidents happen. It's completely my fault, but she was like, "Oh my god!" It's like, no, this stuff happens. Just be
yep,
calm. Make sure everybody's okay. Call the police. Make sure you get a
exactly.
ticket for it. you know, I
Shit
mean, I didn't get a
happens.
citation, but make sure there's a police ticket written at least. They didn't
Yeah,
cite me though.
an incident
So
report, because
yeah.
you're gonna want that for like your insurance and everything. And the
Oh yeah,
biggest
because the
thing is
other parties are claiming bodily injury. So at this point, it's like they left the scene. They were okay, but
it's in
we'll
their
see what
better
happens.
interest to make those claims.
Yeah, yeah.
It
So
really is. Um,
truck's not totaled though. That's a good news I heard today.
that's very good. Very, very
Yeah,
good.
to replace my truck would be. Whew, I'd rather them sue me.
My son is a really good driver. And it's kind of funny because I'll be like, trying to try, I'll be giving him tips and all of that shit. And he doesn't feel like he needs them. So he gets a little frustrated with me. And it's like, dude, I trust your driving. I have, absolute confidence in your abilities. It's other people. You never know when somebody's gonna pick up their
Yep.
phone and be looking at it, or God forbid, ice on the road. Shit happens.
Well, in my
And
defense, I was making a left turn out of a parking lot, and they were hauling ass. They were
yeah,
they were definitely. That's why the cop didn't give me a ticket because he was like he knew the area and he knew they were probably hauling ass.
yeah,
Because I looked and they weren't there, and then I looked to the right and I looked to the left and I looked to the right again, and by the time I pulled out, they were there and they smashed me. So it was like,
it happens. It
yeah,
happens. You get past it.
oh yeah, yeah.
Um, but uh, yeah, these kids growing up is
Yeah, my
something else.
daughter, she's okay because she's like been practicing on the side by side and golf carts and
Yes,
all
I'll be
kinds
right
of
back,
shit.
hon.
Okay, we'll be
Um,
here, babe.
yeah, and so she knows like the concept and everything, but she has this problem where she's driving. And if so she'll be going, and if she's unsure of what she wants to do, she'll just like stop. And it's like you can't do you can't do that.
You
Like,
can't do that. If you're unsure, fucking pull over, pull
yeah,
off.
yeah. Slow down to a stop. Don't just just hit the like because like yesterday she was coming in to park into my driveway, and she like almost skirted to stop right before my driveway, and I'm like, you can't do that because if like there's a car coming, they're gonna smash you.
Yup.
But
For real.
other than
Even
that, I mean,
slowing way down, like on the road, the kids need to get acquainted with like the hazard lights and all
yeah.
of that stuff. Um,
Well, I almost want to take her to like how I learned. I mean, someone just took me to a parking lot and was like, here you go. Do this, do that, pull in here, reverse into there, park in that spot, hold on, stop, turn here. You know what I mean? And then after a couple of times of that, I pretty much had it down. I was was ready to go.
oh,
Sorry, I'm dismantling UFO thing that you were planning on doing. But anyways,
No,
it was
you're
good
totally
chatting with you. I
fine.
just wanted to say hey and
You're totally fine. I'm glad you came up to say hi, and you're welcome
yeah.
to stay, of course.
No.
Hi, Vibe. Vibe, the sexy
What's
man.
up, Vibe?
How you
I put
doing?
my bone in.
You brought the heat last night, dude. I was glad to see someone come up with some actual like references and with the DSM-5 as well. I mean, there's a lot of
Vibe
stuff
was on
talented.
fire in Confluences too. Was it in Confluences yesterday or the day before? I was like, damn, Vibe is fucking heated. He's like,
He's
god
been
damn.
he's been socking at the motherfuckers lately. I've been so
Yeah.
proud of him.
Thank you.
He just now pulled his mic up. He wasn't even gonna say anything.
Yep. No, he's like, I'm just gonna sit here and look sexy.
Hey, I appreciate the comments, especially as a 54-year-old man. It's definitely needed. I get them for my wife, but not many other people. My kids always are like, "Dad, what's going on with your belly?"
What's going on with your belly, Vibe?
Yeah, it's getting a little bit big.
Yeah, that
takes-
happens.
well,
It takes a lot more work when you get older to maintain the same body. And my wife is 14 years my younger, so like she's like, it's so easy, babe. Just do what I do. I'm like, no, tell me that when you turn 50, you'll understand where I'm at.
Bones
Yeah,
did not. All right, let me fucking put this up here. So
Hitting
people
I
know.
40 is
wanted
one
to finish
thing,
that
but
conversation.
Bones
So
was
bad with
not.
Bones.
He was absolutely, completely being disingenuous with a lot of what he was saying. He was sidestepping things that I brought up because he didn't like it. Okay. Sorry, Aunt. I love you. Nothing but respect. But Bones really did some shit that was absolutely disrespectful of the channel that he was on. And quite frankly, he didn't argue things very well at all. He didn't want to answer questions. He had to answer questions with a question to try to detract from what the first question was. So that seems bad faith to me.
that's
I
okay
don't
if
blame
you're
you, Vibe. I was not mad at all. I don't fucking blame you, bro.
if
I'll get
you're
you back up.
inquisiting about the question with the question, sometimes that's okay, but you shouldn't always answer a question with a question.
Vibe, I'll get you back up and I'll have a little more control.
Yeah, that was I would have liked to. I figured most of what you bring up I
Different
tend to
bones,
trust.
Mike.
If you say you read something, I know you read it. I wish you had it on hand though when it got brought up.
Yeah, Mikey, I asked the same question of Beth today. I was like, is that tense bones? She's like,
I asked before the stream.
We called it, what was it, baby bones?
No. Aunt, absolutely not. As a matter of fact, I started off saying if you're over the age of 18 and you're spending your own money and you want to make this transition, God bless you. Best wishes. Just, I hope that it's not horrible for you. Okay. The main argument was trying to discuss stuff with kids. And like, I'll go to like the medical aspect of it. He was completely wrong as far as puberty blockers go. That shit is not.
I couldn't even believe he said that, where he was actually pro starting puberty blockers at 11.
Yeah.
Right? Like most people that are in his position will actually concede and say, hey, let's give it to 18. Let's, because we know kids can think they're a freaking parakeet, right? Like at 11. You don't start putting them through parakeet transition therapy, right? Because the next week they'll be a freaking chihuahua. So I was surprised when he was willing to go as low as 11 years old. That was kind of crazy.
I wasn't actually angry. If anything, I was really surprised and flabbergasted at exactly what Vibe is saying. Okay, he was in fact in favor of starting puberty blockers at like the age of 11. But then he was so disingenuous, he went on to say, oh, no, that's not what I said. Yes, that's exactly what you said.
Yeah.
And then trying to take the idea of animals, which can spontaneously adapt the appearance of the opposite sex for whatever reason, like for instance, my trans chicken, I have one. I've seen this in action. Okay. Trying to take that and apply it when we're talking about humans is just, that doesn't work. It's irrelevant to the conversation because humans.
By the time they're 18, they're done with puberty anyways, or pretty close to it, right?
Right. And the thing is, you need puberty if you are actually looking to make a successful transition. You need that. Because otherwise you're not going to have useful sex organs after transition. Hate to tell you, that's just the truth. What's up, Texas Bully Mom and Carney? Good to see you guys. Yeah. So we'll get to what I
sprinkled everywhere, all over all of us.
Yeah, I saw the title, and at first I was like, "Oh, cool! Is this the alien probe support group?" But then it says not that kind. So maybe I joined the wrong support group here today.
Oh, no, it is that kind. I was saying not that kind as far as, like illegal aliens.
Okay, I got it reversed.
This morning, my son, not this morning, this afternoon, my son sent me the link for the declassified information when it comes to UFOs.
Yep.
And so I figured we would all look through it together. Why not? Right?
Have you even opened the link? How much information is there?
I got it open. There's quite a bit. There's pictures. Here, tell you what. Let me share screen. Let me pull it out.
I like pictures.
Yeah. My son was saying that there's like pictures that were taken from the space shuttles on the Apollo missions of other craft in space. So this is what we have, guys.
And just a quick clarification so everybody knows. Like my son, who's 8, asked me if I believe in UFOs, and I said absolutely, because it stands for unidentified flying object. And I'm sure we've all seen a flying object that we have not been able to identify. So we always need to keep that clear that yes, UFOs exist, 100%, no doubt there. Whether they're extraterrestrial is really the question, right?
That looks fake as shit. Wait.
Yeah, I can't even believe that's in the files. Well, I guess it would be in the files if somebody reported it, right?
I'm not sure what these pictures are. It's just a bunch of pictures here at the top. This is, by the way, guys, an official website of the United States government. I will drop the link in the chat for anybody who wants to take the time to look it over on your own and explore and see what all is there. Whoever just came in, hang on, I'm coming. There we go. And then
I'll be right back in 4 minutes.
Okay. I heard somebody come up, but they're gone.
Okie dokie. Oh, might have been
it's Ag. Okay, gotcha, Ag. Sorry.
Yeah, my audio gets fucked up on my iPhone when people like.
I'm setting a fucking timer. If he's not back in 4 minutes, boot his ass.
That's a pretty good number. Like 4 minutes is pretty exact. So timer.
That's why I said there's a timer. He's got 3 minutes and 30 fucking seconds already.
Donald Trump on Truth Social says, based on tremendous interest shown, I will be directing the Secretary of War and other relevant departments and agencies to begin the process of identifying and releasing government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life, unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP, and unidentified flying objects, UFOs, and any and all other information connected to these highly complex but extremely interesting and important matters. God bless America. So Vibe, one of the questions that I want to attack probably on Sunday is, does the existence of aliens nullify religion? I don't think that's necessarily the case, because we don't even know what aliens are yet. What do you think about that?
I think he's got like 2.5 minutes almost left.
Oh yeah,
Maybe a little bit less.
He's gone. That's right. He had to take care of something. I'll ask him again when he comes back. So let's see what we have here. In response, this is a historical undertaking. Okay, that's just notice about them declassifying stuff. Cleared for release. Here we go. Statement: the Department of War is in lockstep with President Trump to bring unprecedented transparency regarding our government's understanding of unidentified anomalous phenomena. These files, hidden behind classifications, have long fueled justified speculation, and it's time the American people see it for themselves. I agree. This release of declassified documents demonstrates the Trump administration's earnest commitment to unprecedented transparency. And that was Pete Hegeseth. So I don't know. What do we do? Start with the
Kind
first
of makes you
file?
wonder if they're going to just release a bunch of pictures of like weather balloons and shit like that, or are they going to actually release everything?
If
Well-
you ever really look at how, whenever they're showing like the supposed aerial footage, is how somehow you got the things just kind of floating, so to speak, or even some kind of the space stuff that they showed. It's just like things just kind of floating. To me, that's always looked like underwater footage. If you've ever watched,
Or like a glare on the lens, maybe, and then they move the lens and the glare just goes off and it's gone.
Yeah.
So it looks like we'll have to download some of it in order to see it. Like this file is investigative records, eyewitness testimonies, and public reports concerning unidentified flying objects and flying discs documented between June of 1947 and July of 1968. Includes photographic evidence from sites like Oak Ridge, Tennessee, and technical proposals regarding potential propulsion systems. That's interesting. You know what I really hope is in here is the more recent. In fact, I'm going to do some scrolling here.
Well, you said that research ends in 1960. What'd you say?
68 on that
68.
one. But that's just on that file.
Right.
As you can see here, they've got tons.
Oh, I
Section
see.
5, 6, 7. I'm really interested in everything that we just saw happening, like at the end of last year, like in where was it? New Jersey and one of the Carolinas. You remember that? Where like they had a shit ton of. Everybody was arguing over, are they drones or are they UFOs?
That's what I'm wondering too. It's because a lot of people are like using their drones since they're starting to. I don't know. They're like that's what I'm wondering too. Yeah.
I'm going way down to.
Because I have a drone and I can't even fly it in some places that I go to.
This one is the same time frame. The hell? There better be some. I'm going to go all the way to the end of the files and see if, like, what the most recent record is that they're releasing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and like, so like I was talking about earlier, I travel back and forth most often to Colorado, and I have to set my distance, my height distance to a certain amount. Usually it's about like 90 meters. If I go any higher, then it could flag, it could flag the authorities.
Here we go. 94, 2001, 2004.
Now, you can turn that option off, but you waive warranty and you waive all, like your personal liability.
Yeah, if the military decides to shoot it down, that's your problem, right?
Yeah, yeah. And whatever damages are caused thereafter.
Let's see. This one was in Mexico. Why does it not let me scroll through anything here? Because I can see there's more to it. It's just not letting me scroll it. Can I make it bigger, please? Oops. There we go. Nope. Haha, I'm getting better at doing this. This one's out of Mexico.
I taught you well.
You did. You did. I should ask my kid where he found those pictures real quick. Chat for a minute. I'll be right back. I'm going to ask my kid where the actual pictures of everything is.
Got you. Got you.
Tutty,
Yes.
I have had to update all of everything. I've been doing this for like 3 hours, and the last thing I didn't do was YouTube and Rumble. I'm like, how could I honestly forget about updating links and all this other shit? I'm like, oh my God.
Well, okay. On YouTube, you're limited to how much you can post, right? In
Right.
one paragraph, so to speak. You
Right.
know? And so I had to cut some of your shit out. You got too damn much.
Wait a minute. I only have like 8 or 9. I don't know.
Okay.
I just gave you the other one too in the Discord. I was like, she is going to.
Here is my edited version. That's all you get.
That's all I get. Oh shit. What's going on, Vibe? Where is the vibe? And by the way, you were 30 seconds late. You was about to get kicked. You said 4 minutes, and you were gone for 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
I'm glad somebody was keeping a timer on me.
Well,
also really exact.
Yeah, it was. I'll be back in like 4 minutes. Okay, well, we'll see. 4 minutes.
I almost said 5, but I thought I could pull it off in 4.
You always got to overestimate. You got to always overestimate.
I know. Well, underestimate, over deliver, right?
That's exactly. There you go, Vibe. There you go.
That leads to my question. Like, was he gone 4 minutes and 30 seconds exactly, or was it 4:31 or 4:29?
I'll tell you. It was 4 minutes. It was 4 minutes 4 minutes 30 seconds 0.13.
Wow, to the fucking
millisecond, to the millisecond, bro.
So my son says it's somewhere around page 14 to 16 that the pictures from the Apollo stuff is in. So I'm going to try and find that. Citing a composite sketch.
Yeah. Aggie,
Yeah, we don't.
if y'all want me to post y'all's links, you want me to pimp y'all, give
Yes.
me what y'all want in the back chat now. I'll hook y'all up.
Yes, yes. Please pimp out our panelists. That's very useful.
Oh, I don't require any of that. I'm okay.
Yeah,
You can if you want. Just I don't even have any subscribers.
Do you not understand that you were telling a Southern lady to fuck off right this second? I don't think it's very good.
I'm from the South. I understand. I'm not trying to come off that way.
Darling. Bless your heart.
Yeah, I'd rather it go to you guys.
Oh, here we go.
I'm just messing with you, bro. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, it's all good.
Here we go. Now we're finding photos. Let's see what it.
I'm blessed in a way where I don't require it. I just like to jump on and say hi. So
You are the mod with the most, and we all know it.
Look at that. They call it a UAP. Unidentified anonymous
aerial phenomenon.
Yeah.
Yep. The military was unable to identify. Let's see. Monochrome image, grainy texture. Yeah, it is. That looks like a fucking helicopter to me.
So that means they don't know if it was like flying or floating, or is that put it in a different category?
Maybe.
Like instead of unidentified flying object, it's like a unidentified aerial phenomenon, which kind of is a different category.
So unidentified aerial phenomenon, I would say they're probably talking about like some kind of orb or something that is showing up.
Something else they don't have proof of, other than the photographs and videos, right?
Valkyrie, stop it.
Oh,
Exactly.
you're looking for like Apollo 17.
Actions made. Yeah, I've got that up here. Right here. This one's the transcript. I'm wondering if they have the actual pictures. So, come on. Really? It's this touchpad. I hate having a touchpad rather than a freaking mouse sometimes. There we go. All right. We've got a number for you, maneuver start time. You guys didn't tell us we couldn't see anything going through the sunrise. What the hell? So
But
this is them complaining.
back.
They're talking about bright particles in space that's drifting by them.
Like space junk or
That's what I'm saying. It sounds like it could be space junk. There we go.
In 1972, is that when that article's from? Or that transcript?
Apollo 17. So let me see here.
I think it said 1972.
Apollo 17 was the 9th crew to land astronauts on the lunar surface. Yep, 1972. We haven't gone to the moon since 1972.
But think about there's not as much space junk in 1972 as there is now.
Fair. I don't know why we've waited so long to actually go back to space. The idea that we've lost the ability or like forgot is just ridiculous.
We just allocated our money in different directions. That's all.
Yeah.
It's kind of like before we had like an initiative to try to beat the Russians and beat the Chinese, and like now we've already been there, done that, and don't care. But now it's changed to want to go beyond and do Mars, and so you have to establish something on the moon, because taking off from the moon to go to Mars would be much easier than taking off from Earth. And you got a refuel depot and nuclear reactors involved in all this.
Oops, that's a good point.
They are saying
it's very strategic to go to the moon first again.
It's hard because they actually are like, it sounds like space junk, right? I wish they had pictures of it.
Well, here's a question.
Oh, here we go.
When they just sent up the 4-crew mission and they went around the moon and came back, and they're really investigating the other side of the moon, which is not technically like the dark side of the moon. It's just the side of the moon we don't see, but they could see it. And they got lots of information about the other side of the moon. And each side of the moon gets its own sunlight at different times, but they all get sunlight. They all have darkness. We can calculate that. And it's not like we can't build on that side of the moon. Just the same as we would build on the close side of the moon.
I think the heat.
So why are we looking at the far side so much,
Frankie, can you cam up for me real quick, and then you can put it back down? Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. Welcome.
Yeah.
The dark side of the moon is not actually dark. It's just the side that it gets the same amount of light as the other side.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
It's not that we don't. It's not that it doesn't get light. It's just that we don't see it, so we call it the dark side. But much of what was dedicated to this mission was making an effort, a special effort, to go around the moon to get more information about that side of the moon that we don't see without that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but we have photographed the other side of the moon, just never with a human crew.
Yeah, and the technology we have now.
Hey, can you hear me well?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so I actually sent I DM Ag on Discord to show if y'all guys had already talked about David Wilcox, the ancient alien guy. Like, he found a depiction, like statue per se, of a Mesoamerican woman having sex with an alien entity. Now, I'm pretty sure it's real. I just don't know how real it is. Because I don't have.
Send that to me real quick.
I don't know if I can get at it. I'm on my phone, so I don't know if I can exactly do that.
Can you send it directly?
I can try.
Actually,
If
hey
you drop,
Brian,
I'll be watching for you.
Brian, you asking anyone believe in the Bible? Actually, Beth is wanting to do something in relation to that and the aliens this weekend. So you want to give your thoughts on that one again, Beth?
Yeah.
Brian, no?
And I'm actually really interested in Vibe's position on this because I know you're a Christian with a lot of strong faith. Would the existence of aliens nullify religion?
It depends.
I
I mean, who's not to say that there hasn't been a Christ on multiple planets, right?
right.
Like
And
if they came here, I mean, one of two things could happen. They could be like, yeah, heck no, we learned that was stupidity a long time ago, and then probably most half of the Christians would die off, or they would say these aliens are from the devil, or they could come here and go, oh my God, we also know of a God and had a savior that changed our lives and made us spacefaring creatures. Then half of the world would actually, that isn't Christian, turn into Christians.
Well, also there's a big
My
kind
audio
of
is all fucked, so I'll
discrepancy.
have to rejoin. But I sent it to you on Discord.
your audio's fine. What, you can't hear?
He went
Oh.
off. Well,
He'll
to go on what you said, there's a big discrepancy there because let's take this for example, right?
Your audio's crackling really hard. You might have to drop and come back in. It's so annoying. I'm sorry. StreamYards needs to figure out how to fix that.
How about now?
You're crackling
Or how about-
real hard.
He's gonna have to go out and come back, Beth.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go out.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
I'm
Frankie.
good.
Well, it's not my fault.
I've got a comment on this from my chat that you can't see. It for Commando Deno. Sorry, I just butchered the fuck out of it. Anyway, there were ancient texts that said the moon was never there. In one day, it appeared.
That's interesting. I'm gonna look that up real quick while we chit chat. The
I
other
never
thing,
heard that, but that is interesting.
Vibe. I think that another big question is what exactly are aliens? Who are we to say that, perhaps it does fit in with scripture, or at least, the text that the church doesn't want to look at, as far as the fallen angels or even angels themselves, right?
Yeah. So if you're saying the angels are the aliens, or the aliens could be our God, that's a whole nother purview,
No.
right?
I wouldn't say that they could be our God, but God has created other beings that could be what we're seeing, right? Or even on a demonic level, which still would be the same exact other beings God made, just the ones that rebelled in heaven. So I
have
don't know.
so much to comment on this, but I'm going to save it to not derail this particular video for your conversation on that.
Okay.
Unless you want me.
I'm gonna say the same thing Vibe is.
We can save it for Sunday. No problem. I'm looking.
I got a kind of more darker view on some things lately, so I'll save it.
Howdy, Chuck. Come on up.
Okay, can I be heard better now?
All right, now
Yes,
hold on a
sound
minute.
much
Hold on.
better.
I've got to make this right for my audience. It's Forkum Dano. How in the fuck did I just completely butcher that? It's Forkum Dano. Sorry about the Forkum Dano. And I dropped the link. I dropped the StreamYard link up in pilled.net. If you want to join the conversation, you're more than welcome to. Lady host will get you in the back and maybe bone you and just make sure you're a human being.
Oh, I'm
What
not
the fuck?
not that mean, and you know it. Where did you say? Do you know what culture it was that had said that the moon wasn't there, and then over, one day, boom, it was?
Sounds like fucking salty Santa. Who? The moon isn't real.
But
Damn.
hold on.
That would be conferable if you look at the time frame in ancient texts across multiple cultures, right? So if there's one culture that said that, then it's most likely completely inaccurate. But if you could find scripts from an ancient culture, multiple ancient cultures, because it's not like the moon existed for one and didn't for the other. If the rest of the ancient cultures have that in their ancient literature, then it's just a freaking fairy tale.
Okay, so before I jumped off, I wanted to expand on the whole aliens and religion and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
I think the big discrepancy here is this: if let's say an alien civilization finds us now, right, and lands here today in our time, right?
Yes.
It will very much be like the Spanish seeing the Aztecs for the first time, and vice versa. It'll literally be that. So
Yeah.
it depends. It really depends on what quote religion they aspire to, and also what diseases they might be harboring. Because like I'm not with the whole camp of like, oh my God, it got abducted and these people and these aliens were so benevolent, so beautiful, and etc. I'm just not with that, because I just believe that it'll be like the Spanish and the Aztecs, or the English and the Native Americans all over again.
I agree with you. I mean, what other reaction could we possibly have to it? Hey, Tootie, hold it down for a minute. Chit chat for.
Alright.
I mean, did Bev see that picture that I sent to Ag?
Not yet. Hang on, let me look. Before I step away. Oh wow.
So like it has to be real. Like I put it on the three things, right? This depiction, this
Okay,
alien depiction statue. I put it on three things. One, it's actually real. That it actually is an alien entity from another planet having sex with a human female.
Yes,
Or
and
two,
in all actuality, this can kind of fall into the story of the Watchers, even, right?
yeah. So then here's my number two. Number two is this: that is a man dressed in an alien outfit doing a ritual with a temple girl. All right.
That's another big thing, though, is that how would they know to make this, and why would they dress up, so to speak? I mean, I get the role play idea. However, we do have like biblical texts that talk about, the Watchers coming and all of that. And what's interesting about this too is the shape of the head, because we do have that anomaly. We found that in human remains in other parts of the world.
So then, wait, hold on. I got to mute for a minute. Hold on.
Yep. Chit chat for a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I mean, the weird thing about that, right? I mean, if we have the apocalypse, a nuclear apocalypse, and a bunch of our stuff is destroyed, and we come back, we rise back up as humanity, we might find, what's his name? H.G. Geiger, the guy that created the alien pictures, right? Yeah. And they're going to be like, look at the ancient stuff. These guys saw aliens, and they're going to show his images going. I mean, humanity's always been creative. Would you say that in the ancient times that alien, or like, even if they, at that time, they weren't thinking it as an alien, they were thinking it as something else, couldn't have been like created some abstract drawing out of creativity?
Well, possibly, but here's this too, right? So what we just saw is either real, like in true fashion, but real, or human creativity, human imagination, right? It's one of those two things, in my opinion. Because the third option that I have out of the two that I say, the third one is it's a complete fake that somebody in our time created it, dug it in a hole in some cave somewhere in Central America, because that's Mesoamerican. There's no, it's not Egyptian, it's not Asian, it's Mesoamerican. The way it looks, the way it's shaped. Hold on. And that it pretty much could be an actual artifact that, if true, is the greatest discovery in the millennium. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah, I have this whole philosophy that we've never been visited by aliens. We're not going to get visited by aliens. And there's a whole construct behind that. Even if there is, and I actually would concede that I believe that there is in the universe, I just don't think they've ever been here.
Well, that's a possibility. I always tell people that think that aliens don't exist. I said, well, if the universe is so vast and grand as scientists leads us to believe, with all the technology that scientists leads us to believe that space is this vast and grand, basically ecosystem, then it's illogical to believe that we're alone in this universe. It's illogical to believe it.
Yes, 100%. But also, we have to use logic. We have a time logic where there is a potential where we could be the very first ones that have developed this far. But that is kind of like saying we're the center of the universe, right? We could be the last ones. Maybe a lot of them died out, right? So there's a time factor there. There could be that a lot of us are actually evolving at the same rate, but none of us have figured out how to break the light barrier. And I mean, ultimately, light barrier is the key here. I would say that if there are this many possible aliens out there and the light barrier is possible to break, we would have been visited by now, even in the infinite amount of space out there. But because we haven't, then it's probably not breakable. And we know it's not breakable in the current physics that we have. However, we have theorized that we could expand time space in front of us and contract it behind us and maybe move at 0 speed, but still go faster than the speed of light. But most likely, the idea is even if there are a billion different alien species out there, none of us will ever make contact. That's the most logical outcome.
So my only counter to that is this: like, if different cultures around the world that had 0 contact with each other talked about the same thing, it had to have happened. Hold on, I gotta mute. Bye.
Oh, Chris, he ran off right as I got back.
No, I didn't run off. I had to mute.
Oh, okay. Yes, I agree with you. And actually, the image that you pulled up there, that is not the only one that exists like that. We can find things like that throughout multiple cultures. Ancient culture. It's actually super common, especially in South America, like you were saying. I'm looking for some of it.
See, because this is what I also believe too. I believe this, that Egypt is a little worn out. Egypt to me is drawn out, a little worn out. To me, we will find a lot more answers and a lot more mystery, a lot more questions, and a lot more answers in Mesoamerica. The reason why I'm saying this, because we have so much information on Egypt from the past maybe 300 years that it's normal to say that, well, the Sphinx is here, this is all we know about the Sphinx. But in Mesoamerica, because of my ancestors, the Spanish, they decided, they saw the text, it's heretical, they burned it all, so we just don't know. And I believe that the bigger mysteries are in Mesoamerica, because if you go in the jungles, every other corner, it's a pyramid. It just looks like a fucking jungle, but in truth, it's a pyramid. So that's where
we have a lot of that in the U.S. as well. Like Native Americans, even when you look at their belief structures and whatnot, they can align with a lot of this really easily.
Well, see, so I agree with you on that one, Beth. Just my counter to that is that the Mesoamerican civilization is still intact. Like we
haven't explored it. We haven't explored it at all.
The Native American civilizations are either wiped out, or they're either wiped out by themselves, by others, or the settlers came in and just took it down. So that's my only counter to that.
I've got a counter. There's small things that point out huge differences in the North American natives and the South American natives. Little things like the North Americans had no regard to gold or the precious metals. Whereas the South Americans, it's just as prized as it was to the Egyptians. There's lots of like jewels and all this and such. Their ways of making their weapons that they did, how they carried out
sacrifices and shit.
Sacrifices, yeah. So I mean, there's lots of different things that are super different than North American and South American.
Well, yeah, because the South America, the Mesoamericans, they believe that they didn't sacrifice somebody every night that the sun would have come up, and yet they created a numeral of 0. So there you go, right? Highly intelligent people, but yet prone to barbaric stupidity.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
But like, so my thing is this, right? With Native Americans, we don't get a lot of hieroglyphs or pictographs or pictograms in their culture because we see some things, but it's more or less oral. But with Mesoamerica, we have a lot of pictograms. We have their calendars, we have their pictograms, we have their civilization in front of us. We just have to cut it from the jungle. So for me, I think that the Native Americans are onto something. It's just that it's, I think, a little too and far between.
The Native American. Ooh, we got an echo coming back from you, sweetheart. Can you mute for me when you're not talking? I'm sorry. So there's multiple tribes that refer to the star people or sky people, right? And you're absolutely right. The further south you go, the more detailed it gets, right? But I think that archaeologists and everybody have been a little too afraid of the jungle. So Mesoamerica and South America are widely not explored. There's a lot there. But what we do have, interestingly enough, if you take the stories behind the religious beliefs and practices that they had, they would actually be in line with worshiping the others, the adversary and that side of things, rather than the actual God that like Christians worship and whatnot. So it gives it credence because it follows the storyline, right? You're muted if you're saying anything.
Okay, so following storylines, I would agree with that. You know, the farther south it gets more pronounced because I haven't never really heard anything up north like in Alaska, Canada. I'd never heard. It was always like the Hopi Indians or the Pueblo people. You know, the Southwest, the Southern states. That's where I mainly heard of. You know, different entities you can say, but up north it was more like we're just living our lives. So I don't know if I'm wrong or if I need to be fact checked.
Well, maybe it was just easier, the easier places to hunt and survive.
Yeah,
at that time.
I would agree with Ag on that. Look at the weather, look at placement, and then on top of it, again looking at the weather, how much is buried in the ice.
And how much as the weather has changed over thousands of years, have humans moved closer and closer to the equator? I mean, we've always been close to the equator. Don't get me wrong, but and now it's kind of like the glaciers are starting to melt again, and it's getting more and more comfortable. But then the winters are more harsh. We have really bad hurricane seasons closer to the equator and really bad weather. So that's increasing. We know that. We just don't know why. We're not emitting any more carbon or CO2 emissions than there was back then when the volcanoes were erupting and shit was going on.
Right.
That's way more CO2 levels than we're emitting now.
I think that the idea of global warming and whatnot, that's a natural process that takes place no matter what we do.
Exactly.
So,
it does.
It's still cold. It's still cold for global warming. I don't care what anybody says. I saw it was warm in Louisiana one day, and then it was frigid cold. I'm like, fuck global warming. This shit doesn't exist.
Well, our temperatures are going to start staggering way further away from each other. We're going to have more high highs and more low lows, and it's going to be longer periods of time with those as time goes by until everything starts to fluctuate. I mean, and then we're going to probably have another ice age type thing. I don't think it's going to be in our lifetimes, but who knows?
By the way, I got to send a huge,
very juicy glazed.
How is your beautiful wife, by the way? I haven't seen her in a hot minute.
Let's see. 7 months pregnant. Basically, she's hating it because Florida's hot now, so she's fucking hating it. But baby number 2. So here we go.
Everything's all healthy and all good with the baby.
Congratulations.
Yeah, for real.
So
Do you know what
Good.
you're having?
oh boy,
Bravo!
Yes.
Congratulations.
thank you.
And I'm glad it's all healthy and everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for asking, Ag.
Yeah.
That was going to be my next question as well there, because oof, that's always such a nerve-wracking part, is just the baby healthy.
Especially
and
those last few
everything
months.
okay.
Yeah,
It
like
gets hectic.
August is the like around mid-August will be the due date.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so
My middle kid's the 23rd of August.
oh no, so her first two boys, my step boys, they are August. Both of them are August. And you know, my son, he was born in March, and now the new one is going to be in August, around the same time as her first son's birthday. So they might have the same birthday together.
That's crazy.
Yeah, very.
Damn.
Is my gain too high?
Nope, you are all good. You sound
Okay,
wonderful. I am just pulling up some more of this declassified stuff, which I'm kind of disappointed in it.
Yeah.
At least I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's like, let me get it up here on screen. A lot of UAPs and things like that, where like I'm one of those people that's like, orbs could be anything. I don't put a lot of stock into it.
Yeah.
I don't put a lot of stock in unclassified material because, like, I had a secret clearance when I was in the army, and I had dealt with classified material and stuff. It's never really that like bombastic and shit. It's always a letdown. I'm like, really? Fuck it. I don't want to deal with it
Yeah.
anymore.
I think they pick and choose what they want to declassify and show us, which is shitty. I mean, we're seeing in some of these documents, like I saw one earlier that I had pulled up where they claim to have alien bodies, essentially. Oh shit, I never shared that to the stage. I'm a retard. I had it all pulled up. I was showing something and I never put it on the stage because I didn't think that far. This one? Yeah, it was this one. See, they want to show us all like stuff like this where it's like, okay, great. We've got bright dots in space. It doesn't really give us much. Damn it. Come on. Meanwhile, in one of these that I pulled up, someone was claiming to have alien remains. Well, where's the pictures of that? Why aren't you showing us what that looks like, See, it's all just nothing. For me, it's a nothing burger. I want to see some information about all of the fucking UAPs that we just had at the end of last year.
So the whole alien bodies thing to me is also. I gotta mute. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Like that. I don't know a lot about space. I need somebody who actually knows about outer space.
I mean, like they're just taking pictures in the air though. Like space, like it depends on where you're taking a picture at in space. Because if they're taking a picture of said northwest area, that's a vast area of space that we don't know, and a vast area of dead space.
Right.
So I really don't put any stock on alien bodies too, because anybody can make that on a video editor and say, "Look, it's real." Like, don't trip yourself. The government will do that shit too. Like, what I want to know is where is element 115 at? Where they put that shit at? Because Bob Lazar was talking about the shit all damn day. Like for like what 35 years. Element 115 apparently was an element used for interstellar travel that Bob Lazar found in S4. Hold on, I gotta mute.
Okay. I will. Smoking Spaceman, if you have any idea which document it is, because there's 17 pages of documents in here of these little fucking, download me. If you have any idea where to find it, let me know. because that is interesting. And yeah, of course they're not releasing the new stuff. It's just like with JFK and everything. They really are. Oh, we're gonna be totally transparent. No, we're being gaslit on that one. It is not. They're not being transparent.
All right, so I will be fully transparent on this one right here. I think Jeremy Corbell, he's basically the guy that's like doing all the documentaries on aliens and stuff. He with like Bob Lazar, George Knapp, and all of them. Be totally transparent. Let's see. Jeremy Corbell is and will always be, in my opinion, an absolute bitch. Period. End of story. The reason why I'm saying this because he keeps saying that, oh, I have all this information. I have all this information. Put it out, motherfucker. Well, I really can't because I was told for secrecy and shit. I said, quit being a bitch. No, I'm dead ass serious because I remember he was on Joe Rogan, right, with George Knapp. And he was talking about this information that he has and shit. And Joe Rogan said, all right, show it right now. Let's see it. And he's like, well, I have a film on it. It's like, get fucked, dude. Get fucked. Get fucked out of here, bitch. Get the fuck out of here.
So I'm trying to look it up, Spaceman, and they're saying that warning does not exist.
And Lou Alzano is another dude I'm not really too keen on. He's like, oh, I was Army intelligence and all this shit. It's like, okay, cool. I knew a bunch of Army intelligence dudes, and they were morons. So you're probably a moron as well. Fuck out of here. I'm just not too keen on Alzano because he looks too overweight to be in the fucking Army. He probably can't even pass a PT test.
Yeah.
Well, the standards have went dramatically down over the last.
Even if the standards went dramatically down, which I saw firsthand, like I don't think he can even pass a 2-mile run under 20 minutes. I don't think he can. And that's like the barest of the bear.
Yeah.
Like you can run 2 miles for 20 minutes, you're good to go.
Anyone else, like people lower in, they do that thing of where they tape your neck and your neck. What is it? Is it? I don't remember if it's your thigh or your upper arm.
No. So they tape your waist now. Now they tape your waist. They tape your waist to get the measure of the weight. It has to be a certain measurement for body fat.
Yeah, and if you bust tape, you got to fix it or you're out.
Yeah, basically, you either got to lose weight or get out. I seen a bunch of dudes get out for being fat. That was hilarious.
All right, I'm looking for everything on Apollo 17 in here because Smoking Spaceman says there was dots. Yeah. Come on. I'm definitely interested in that. Back to what we were saying about busting tape, though. It's interesting how quick they are to, boot out the lessers, but the higher ranking officials who are just sitting at desks, they don't really care that much. It's the same thing with police officers now, right? What the hell? What happened? What happened to this page? Hang on. I'm going to refresh this because it's being weird. Of course it's being weird, though.
Of course.
There we go. Now it's turning up. It wasn't showing me anything. I went back to the beginning. Huh. We have that same problem with police officers, though, where they're not as interested in keeping them in shape for their job.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's utterly wrong because, like, I'm picking on Lou Alzano because when I saw him, I was like, bro, I'm not impressed by you at all. And I just, when he kept saying, oh, that's classified, then why are you speaking? Why are you speaking if all you're going to say is classified? Why are you speaking, Lou? Get the fuck out of here. It's that kind of shit that drives me bonkers. Because, like, if you're really serious about putting out true information on a possibility of extraterrestrial life outside of our realm of the world, our planet, then you shouldn't hide it under classifications.
Right.
And you shouldn't hide it behind Agripolis. And Agripolis, he's one of the biggest like classifiers of all time.
Wait, what?
You're one of the biggest classifiers of all time, Ag.
What do you mean that class? What does that mean?
We knew it.
You classified Area 51, Ag. I know you did it. I know you did.
I can neither confirm nor deny the same information.
See, there it is. He confirmed that he classified Area 51.
No, I'm not confirming or denying anything.
Ag, what are you hiding from all of us?
Dude.
All the things.
All the things.
But none of the things.
I don't know. It sounds like you're telling us the truth and then trying to cover up the fact that you told us the truth. Alaska, you're fine. Stop. You got food, you got water. I don't want to hear it. He's got this thing now where it's like, oh, mom's streaming. That means that's my opportunity to get stuff.
All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to start to get out of here from work, so I'll let you go.
You have a wonderful day. Thanks for popping in.
Take care, man.
Take care. Later, guys.
Go love them babies.
All right. This is another transmission between Apollo 17, but even the astronauts are speculating the phenomenon may be attributed to ice or paint fragments dislodging from a separated component of the spacecraft, but characterize that assessment as a wild guess. And that would make sense if, because God only knows what's falling off of the ships as they're going up there, right?
For real.
Flashing objects in the distance. Spaceman, I'm not seeing. Yeah, I don't think it's in the release. If you have any links for that, though, send it to my Discord. Do you guys think... See, even though they're, like, declassifying stuff, I think that they're still going to hide a lot of it for the sake of concern of causing, like, widespread panic, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Kids going off to play football.
Woohoo!
Ashton, let me see you, babe.
Grassy Ash.
Ashton, thank you. Much appreciated. What do you think about aliens, Ashton? Shh.
You're muted, Ashy.
You're muted. Nobody can hear you.
God damn it.
There
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I was abducted by aliens once. They probed me and they didn't like it.
Dude,
then
tell
they
us
brought
the
me
story. Where did they put that probe?
No, I don't want to kiss and tell.
Is it still there today?
I can't confirm nor deny.
They molded your ass.
They're keeping track of you.
Don't tempt him with a good time.
He's probably too young to understand what the hell I'm talking about.
What did you say?
No, but I'm not.
They molded your ass.
The idea of anal probes actually doesn't really make a lot of sense because what the fuck are you going to get out of it? And
Pleasure.
Fucking thrill.
Dirty.
You're welcome, Beth. I'm sorry.
Yes, Mike. Alaska's being a pain in the butt, but not anymore because
there are some people on the earth that like to be anal probed, and I do mean metaphysically.
Sure, but I mean, like I'm saying, even for aliens, it doesn't make sense for them to go for the whole anal probe thing because number one, that's like
turn really
in a vacuum. Things come out. Even if they go in, they come out. You know, it makes more sense to put a probe under the skin somewhere else where it can't come.
They're probing the prostate.
So that's where we learn that trick.
Cough, human cough.
Since we've been talking about anal probing, fucking Beth's cheeks have became really red.
I would just like to point out that the reason they do anal probing is because the human anus can stretch up to 8 inches wide if the right circumstances and lube are applied. Therefore, that is the biggest orifice for them to stick something in to bring back to the mothership later on at a later date.
Without damaging the host.
It won't stay in there, though. That's the thing. It's not going to stay in there. If they put something in there, fucking the shit.
I mean, even if it's for a microsecond, that's a lot.
Yeah, but
so then what? Are they going to go in the sewers and dig through the shit and try to find it?
I'm saying the humans are the hosts are going to remember it.
Well, there are some orifices that things stay in, and 9 months later, something comes out. Just saying.
No, it still doesn't make
sense
because something that a lot of people don't understand is with female periods, like the entire lining of the uterus sheds, and then that is what is expelled. So therefore, if a probe was put into the uterus, it would be expelled with the lining of the uterus. Just like if you do an anal probe, that shit is going to get grabbed by some shit and come out and go into the sewer. So
what if it was sealed shut with space super glue, and they
alien goo,
alien tape.
Completely
in your
fucking do colonoscopies. Gotcha.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. This shit's better than duct tape.
Out on a limb, I want to ask that question too. Where did you get the 8-inch quote from? How many experiments did you do to figure that one out?
Again, I can neither confirm nor deny anything at all. I'm just a crazy.
Hey, that's what I say.
He said, honey, bend over and just breathe through it. We got to see how big we can go. That's why.
Your world.
A little bit of spit and a lot of lube goes a long way.
I hope she returns the favor. Damn it.
I wish y'all could see my fucking chat. Oh my god, it's fucking hilarious.
Oh, we'll read it. Put it up.
Oh, no. People just want to know how long is the probe and the frequency of probation that you have to go through. Just say that.
Good question. Good question.
Don't shoot the messenger.
So even for a millisecond.
If you're talking nanotechnology and you're actually thinking about it from a scientific perspective, nanotechnology is small enough that you could then insert a nano probe through the anus, through the entire small intestine and large intestine. So you could technically have about 200-300 feet worth of nano rope up the ass.
That's okay. I'm already missing a foot, so they wouldn't have to use it all. Never mind. I'll shut up now.
So the excess will just coil up inside your large intestine and stay there.
Yeah, like you can technically probe the entire lower castration tract with.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. According to some people, a uterus can be attached to the large intestine. So would that make it?
God.
Would that make it longer?
That is absolutely.
Technically, it would make it wider.
And an 8-inch probe wouldn't do. It'd have to be 10 or 12.
Well, no, you're not going for girth. You're going for length. So the girth of it could start off at 8 inches, and then the length of it, because of nanotechnology basically conforms to a cellular level. Because it's at a cellular level, it can then mimic the host on the inside of the intestinal tract to basically copy and multiply itself the entire length of the host's body.
Does that mean you'll be you would be shitting out a alien baby?
Instead of dropping the Obama babies off at the pool, you're going to be dropping the Simpsons off at the pool.
Nice.
You know, that whole idea about like attaching a uterus to the large intestines and all that, which is so dumb and so fucking dangerous. I think that yeah. Yes, sir. It has. They're getting that idea from ectopic pregnancies, which actually kill people usually. So, dumb. Just saying.
Help control the population. Ectopic pregnancies are there.
Stop. Sorry, I've got.
And according to some people, men can have babies too.
The aliens need to set them straight on this one. They really fucking do.
Talk about a slosh panel.
Hi, Shintai.
I'm sorry. There are some people on the panel last night to think that uteruses can be attached to large intestines and men can still have babies and menstrual cycles. You know the cycle that women get once a month and jump on their fucking cycle and run your fucking ass over? Yes, the menstrual cycle.
The hysterical cycle? That's what you're gonna fucking call it?
Menstrual cycle.
Menstrual.
Yes.
Wow.
See, this is why I'm so thankful that my wife is on the depot shot and she doesn't get those lovely little visits
Get her
anymore.
off that fucking shot right now.
Yeah, that shot is no good, dude. That shit is bad.
There are lawsuits out the yin right now that have
The
been
one she's on,
Supreme Court ordered.
yeah, the one that she's on is not involved with the lawsuit. She doesn't have that one because that's one of the reasons like she was worried about taking it. But she's taking a different version. She gets a period, but it's like once every 3 months and it's very light.
What exactly is the problem that the lawsuit is addressing? Like, what was the outcome?
Sterilization, basically.
Well, yeah, I mean, the depot shots can cause that. Any birth control technically can when you're getting it in the form of a needle.
They're even starting lawsuits about a fucking IUD, Beth.
I believe that. Well, some IUDs have caused serious injury and damage.
Not preeclampsia. The narrowing
getting stuck and
the,
causing tumors and all kinds of shit.
Yeah,
causing tumors, ripping the uterus. Even it can puncture the uterine wall.
No, narrowing of the fuck. I just lost it. Sorry, narrowing of the tube.
Fallopian tubes.
Yeah, fallopian. Jesus, I should know this. Narrowing of a fallopian tube that it could potentially, if it is too restrictive, it could cut through and cause hemorrhaging. Blah 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 blah.
Let me see. I'm still over here, like going through these, even though I don't have it up at the moment. I'm looking for something that actually is not just like fluffy fucking. This is disappointing.
The thumbnail that I made. I put it down there.
Remember, the Earth is flat. There's no moon, and the Martians are coming.
Oh, badass!
I knew I had a tinfoil hat for
AI.
I hope you don't fucking believe that I think that is true.
You like my
like you were seated.
And your cleaner you are absolutely correct, because now we actually deal with them ahead of time. And this is why prenatal care is so freaking important. Although there have been ectopic pregnancies that actually successfully carried and went to term and did produce a child, even though the surgery was just a bit more than, expected to be. That is badass. Nicely done.
Yes.
All right, Tootie, you got to remove yours from the back. Remember that.
Oh, sorry.
God bless her. She loads up the back chat with so much stuff.
I must say, Mario Kart was fucking great. Here, hold on.
You like that?
Oh yeah.
That took a few tries to get it right, because fucking bless Grok's heart, it's not very good with pronouncing words sometimes.
It still needs a little bit of tweaking and work, but
Armageddon! Yeah. Whoa! Dodging those peels! Full throttle ahead! Nothing stops me!
Oh my god, that's the funniest fucking thing I've seen in like weeks.
Here, I got
another one too.
I got one for you. Let
me find it.
And this is why I respect you, Spin.
Hey man, I hey, it is what it is. But I do got a good one, and I played this last night, but it's funny as shit. Go ahead, Beth. You do yours, and then I'll do this one.
I'm looking because I got to figure out which one I didn't upload yet. You can go ahead and do yours real quick, because I still have to put the other one in my thing.
Yeah, Grok or Bing won't let me put anybody in a bikini.
That's when you just do halter tops.
I did halter top and lady shorty shorts.
Tuddy ain't seen this one.
Oh, I love this.
Night out on the town, $75.
So, how about a blowjob?
Getting the nerve to ask such a question? $12 bottle of wine.
Are you crazy? My parents might see.
Come on, who's gonna see us at this hour? I'll return the favor.
Wait, imagine if we got caught. Oh my God, what my dad would do to you.
There's nobody around. Everybody's asleep.
And she's worried about getting caught.
I love you
The
so
punchline's
much.
coming.
Actually using a line like that, another $12 bottle of wine.
Please.
Dad says to go ahead and give him a blowjob. Or I can do it. Or if need be, he'll come down himself and do it. But for God's sake, tell him to take his hand off the intercom.
I remember that.
It's the MasterCard commercial.
That's great.
So
we got up here.
Awesome advertising. Hey, Cock, how you doing?
Squash, did you see my thumbnail?
Caucasian.
I have not.
I gotta bring it up one more time, Beth. Okay, because
put it back in. I got you.
Okay, there
you
go. For the title of the show.
Non-gag reflex lady.
Williams.
She's like, bring it, bitch.
So anytime the federal government trots out aliens, I always wonder what just got bumped from the news cycle.
Yes.
Oops. Sorry, Ed. That was my fault.
Did you figure it out?
No clue. But I want to point out that we have aliens and hantavirus, and everybody's terrified of hantavirus, and it's not really the type of thing you should be terrified about, which makes me wonder what got bumped.
Yeah. What are they hiding? I've been sitting here scrolling through these, popping them up and looking at them, looking for something of substance that I can put on here that isn't just like fluff or altered in some way. Or damn it, Ag, I don't know how you keep getting.
I was gonna say I got bumped to the back chat. Shit.
Hey, I still got the Disney.
You're all good.
thing about the Disney ship and the crew members that got arrested for the child.
Yeah, we can still do that, but like the alien thing, though, they're definitely withholding stuff because I found one thing in here where, in fact, let me go back and try to find it again. They said that
alien party. I was expecting the movie Evolution up in here. What the fuck? The
I
alien
know.
party they had.
Flying discs.
That was a pretty funny movie, though.
Evolution was freaking hilarious.
Yes.
In my list of favorite movies, like that I could watch again and again.
Thank you. That movie was fucking hilarious.
But like they have one where someone was claiming to have alien remains. And it's like, okay, so where's everything on that? Where's the pictures? Where's the autopsy? Where's, you know what I'm saying? We've been talking about these things being in existence for decades, if not hundreds of years. So if they have the proof, what the fuck?
A form of control. Just another form of control.
This one's actually a little interesting. Where is it? Here we go. It says this file contains independent reports on UFOs written by the French Association of Cometa. It details results of a study by the Institute of Higher Studies for National Defense. The file also includes a letter from Carol Rosen in which she notes that she was spokesperson for von Braun during the last years of his life. But the title of this one is UFOs in Defense. What should we prepare for?
Von Braun, the guy who like helped create the V2 and the rockets.
I'm guessing. I have no clue. But again, it says that there redactions have been made to protect the identity of witnesses. No redactions have been made to any files released under President Trump's directive concerning information about the nature or existence of any encounter reported as a UAP or a related phenomena. So, I don't know. There's redactions, but there aren't redactions. Squatch, what do you think? Are we going to see aliens in the near future?
If we do, it would be the darkest day in U.S. in world history.
You think so? Why?
In all of history, we only have human history to go by, but in all of history, anytime two cultures that came together that had any type of a cultural or technological disparity, the one with the lesser of the two or the least violent of the two were the ones that were subjugated in every single case.
Or eradicated. Yeah.
They're subjugated, eradicated. Yes, sir. Now, there is one exception, and only one, and that is the North Sentinelese. We didn't eradicate them, but that's all that happened. We haven't contacted them either. There have been attempts, and they like eating people, apparently, putting their heads on spikes, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. So you think it would become violent right off the bat if aliens just showed up?
Well, here's the thing. The schizophrenics are going to have a fucking field day, bro.
Yeah.
The aliens aren't going to make the distinction. And I know that at least 3 redneck schizophrenics that are very, very dangerous if in association with like a garden shed or a farm depot. Like they're dangerous as hell, bro.
I know a couple of those myself.
So here's the thing. The violence, I think it'll be about by way of just obviously, yeah, right. And the reason I think that is because, like I said, the schizophrenics are going to blow something up. The aliens are going to go, we told y'all not to blow something up. The government's going to be like, it wasn't us that blew something up. And they're going to show them pictures of a human blowing something up.
Sweet tea.
On one side, you got
45 minutes later,
it's like,
it's Armageddon all over again.
How are we going to fly all the way across the galaxy and find these, creatures and not show dominance? But then from our point of view, we're like, how did these creatures come all the way across the galaxy and we not show some dominance?
This
is our planet, right?
I think that's all part and parcel of the thing is like, why would they come contact us unless they need something? And if they need something, they could just subjugate us. And if they want information or maybe, and this is, I think, the best possible outcome. No, this is the best possible outcome. They want DNA. For some reason, Mother Nature's kitchen is the only way to get new, fresh specimens of DNA. And Earth is chock full of it, bro. And they know more about DNA than we know because they've been around as an order of magnitude longer than we have. They've accomplished all of this super technical stuff and can see a bit of ourselves in them, or a bit of them in ourselves, or whatever. Best possible outcome is they don't want to cause too much damage because it'll mess up the experiment.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's a fresh perspective. I like it.
Either that or it's a prison pen and we're all fucked.
Kind of goes along with my dark point of view, but I'm not trying to derail all this. So
my dark point of view goes deeper. So hypothetically speaking, we're not exactly perfectly evolved for the surface of this here globe. We've got a lot of features that don't really fit other land mammals. I don't think that's a coincidence. What if, hypothetically speaking, this isn't our home planet, but rather a suitable enough planet to leave us? What if 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 years ago, humans launched from another planet, another home world, spread out into the stars and became an absolute pest, a locust species? And more powerful aliens come along and knock us back down to homeland level and executed all the other planets and keep us around as a petri dish just in case they need something nasty to throw at somebody else.
Super close to what I was going to get at, minus the keeping us around for a petri dish.
Squatch has done a lot of mind-altering drugs in his life, I am sure.
Thank you,
That's
sir.
a really good, really good new perspective.
One day we can have a conversation about the machine elves. There's somebody else who's done a lot of mind-altering drugs.
Machine elves.
Coincidentally.
How you been?
Good to see you. It's good to see you. It's been a minute. Good to see you, Beth, Teddy.
Pleasure to see you.
It's great to see all of you. No,
howdy.
It's been a minute.
Yes, our other Canadian.
Oh, this
Don't look at me. There aren't two Canadians.
Look up, Caucasians. Nobody asked you with your deep voice.
I'm just saying, there aren't two Canadians. That's like saying there's two people in Washington.
Well, we got two specific.
There might be. The rest are lizards.
We have in our little group.
No, I'm talking about Washington State, sir. I'm sorry, Wyoming. It's like saying there's two people in Wyoming. There's only 4 people in all of Wyoming, and 3 of them are named Dave.
Oh my God.
Fuck's sake. Stop.
Sorry, I didn't know it was all about you. I'm sorry, I did not know it was all about you.
Wait, no, you're saying it wrong. I'm sorry. Shut your mouth.
Shut your fucking mouth, bro.
Your fucking mouth, bro. Sorry, eh?
Come on and save me from myself.
Speaking.
I'll tell you what. I'm fixing to go and get me some Taco Bell.
Right.
And when I come back, I'm going to do some grifting. And if I can get a couple of bucks, I'll just drink this whole bottle of Bacardi and talk living shit out of you motherfuckers like I'll talk.
Oh my God, I love
before you go, Squatch, I spent like $60 at Taco Bell yesterday.
I'm gonna go spend like 12,
there's
baby.
so much fucking dude. Well, I mean, I'm feeding my family, but yeah, we got so much fucking Taco Bell.
Yeah, well, it would be nice if I could just pay for it. Instead, I'm gonna have to use credit because I'm broke as fuck. I'll be back in a little bit. You can kick me out if you need to.
Nah, I've got plenty of room.
I use my credit card. I mean, I get cash back bonus for fucking dining out.
He makes a good point. Going back to the alien things, do you think the aliens themselves would actually consider us to be the aliens?
I think the aliens are really smart.
But here's the thing. How good are we gonna have of a defense against these motherfuckers whenever they had the knowledge and the equipment to get them all the way here from wherever the fuck they came from? And we barely have enough fucking tin cans to get us off the earth, okay?
Oh shit. Listen, Tuddy, listen, Beth. You guys don't need to worry about that. I'm gonna take care of that shit. Trust me.
What if they prioritize?
What plans they cover? I'll take care of them. I'm taking care of you.
What if they just prioritized more of their resources towards traveling and getting across the galaxy rather than when they get there, who they're going to destroy?
All right, nice to meet you.
Perhaps the reason is the resources, right?
Yeah,
our planet has resources. It reminds me of like in
I mean, what if they just get here though? They don't need our shit. They just get here and they're like, who? Look at this stuff.
And
the summer blockbuster is going to be Independence Day 3 live action.
I hate to go to movies. But like in the new Star Trek remakes, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Where even Vulcan, that's their problem, is they mine or not. Is it Vulcan?
Mind meld?
Yeah, they mine everything to the point where there's nothing left on the planet.
No, that's not the Vulcans. That's the
other ones. Yeah.
God damn it! Can't remember the name of them.
Klingons or Romulans.
Nope, the Romulans. Yeah. Because Romulans, the Romulans in the first movie, the Romulans somehow came through time and claimed that Romulus was destroyed because of the Vulcans,
right?
Creating that red matter. So they created the red matter, which would cause a black hole, and it essentially destroyed their planet. And they blamed Spock, and they blamed the alter Spock.
Holy shit, that sounded really stupid. Do you love me?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Go.
I love that movie. I love the remakes. They're absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, the remakes are all right. I watched all the originals, and then I watched the remakes, and I do like the remakes.
I like the remakes much better.
Did he drop?
Yeah, Jason dropped. That's okay. I'm sure he'll be back.
Well, cheers. But yeah, the remakes were awesome, man. I've watched those through and through quite a few times. They're pretty good.
I agree. But the thing is, so the idea for the plot, right? It makes a lot of freaking. We're talking about the remakes, Mike. We're talking about the remakes for Star Trek. But the ideas behind like the mining and sucking their own planets so dry they need to seek out other planets just for the resources.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They built this monstrosity of a vessel with unmatched firepower to do it. Yeah.
Well, it makes sense in a lot of ways. Like if there were aliens, I wouldn't be surprised if that is what it's like. Like going for that approach. If you take the religion and you set that aside and you go for that approach makes the most sense out of anything else.
Yeah, we're going to go like all the way across the galaxy. We're going to bring everything we got with it. Yeah. I agree with that.
Sorry, I'm still answering stuff. Now here's another go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, I truly think, though, that if they come all the way across the galaxy, they're going to have technology way better than ours. So, I mean, I don't know that they're going to be exactly looking for anything but resources, if that's even the case. And maybe not even that. What if they're not even looking for, what if they don't give a shit and like we're just lesser beings and they're like, oh, well, let's just, you know.
I was just going to say, we are no match whatsoever for aliens in that position when it comes down to the technology, the resources, everything. We're automatically out fucking done by them. So I don't know how we could possibly have any kind of plan to like.
We'll have to lift a lot of regulations and go for some stuff we haven't tried before. I mean, we probably do have way more powerful technology. We just haven't been able to use it. Because you're talking about super powerful stuff that's world ending, catastrophic. So if we were faced with another event like aliens coming and, the end of the world type situation, could we come up with something like we did during World War II, just atomize them and make the place glass?
Well,
we don't know. We don't know they got shields. We don't know what kind of technology they're bringing.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
And look at the theory about the new laser weapon that we apparently have access to, where the only thing that survived were things that were painted blue. You remember that? Like the blue umbrellas were fine. There was one house with a blue roof. Everything else around all that shit like burned.
I mean,
up.
it's kind of
How
it's
real
hard to confirm and deny, what was really going on there. But yes, I have heard about that.
When I first saw it, I thought it was completely fake. Mother's Day is this weekend, Mike.
Yeah.
I actually didn't even for a minute. It was like, this has got to be fake. But then when we went down to Venezuela and we used that EMP thing, that right there kind of changed the way I look at what our military may or may not have.
Yeah. I think that between that and the laser weaponry you're talking about, huge game changer.
It absolutely is.
And it depends on the color of the light we're using too, as to what kind of damage and penetration and everything.
How much do you know about that? Like what the different colored lights are?
I mean,
what's the theory behind it?
Well, I mean, not enough to really talk about that much. Yeah, like I know that different spectrums cause different can burn at different rates as far as lasers go.
Gotcha.
But, I don't know a lot beyond that. Distance matters. The amount of the thickness of the lenses and the power applied matters, but I can't really say who's got what.
I think it'll be interesting to see, like, if aliens were to come and it's just automatically a hostile situation. I think it'd be very interesting to see. I don't think for a second that we could actually do anything.
Look at that booby. Oh.
Oh my goodness.
That was like, what?
I was looking at a different screen. Oh, what a cute baby.
Oh, so fresh and so clean.
She's so temperamental. She's like usually leave me alone, but right now she's okay.
You look really good, Ag.
Oh, she's got a diaper.
She got a diaper.
Yeah, she's in heat right now. So
Oh.
I don't want any retarded babies.
Good. Hey, you gorgeous girl.
How did things turn out with the puppies that you had to find homes
This
for?
This is one of the from the first batch. This is the firstborn from the first batch.
Oh, okay.
And then I've got a boy right here, a boy also from the first batch. We kept a male and a female from the first batch.
Handsome devil.
This is Momo. You can pretty much do whatever you want with him.
Oh my goodness. Very good tempered for sure.
Oh yeah.
What a cutie pie.
But the mom's a Yorkie. She's a party Yorkie, so I don't know wherever she is. And the dad's a Maltese. He's right here on the ground eating a
My
bone.
husband, whenever we get retired and all the other stuff, he wants to get him a
Lizzie.
teacup Yorkie poo. You know, the ones that look like the little stuffed animal teddy bears?
Yes.
And
Here,
keep it in his pocket whenever he's riding his motorcycle. She'll have her own little pouch thing right here. Whenever
this is the mom.
Motherfucker.
Yeah,
What
so
breed
you know
of dog is
Yorkies
that?
or your Yorkies are normally brown or black, but she's called the
Uh-huh.
party Yorkie because she's kind of got the calico colors.
Yeah.
She's pretty.
She's a silver
Oh,
Yorkie, right?
No, she's a Yorkie. Assume the position. They just
Wow.
She's a
perch like this.
long-haired Yorkie.
That
You know,
Yeah,
is
she needs a
I've seen
trim.
many
She
of
needs a
those.
trim. I
My
need to
mom's
trim
a
her up.
groomer, so.
I've never
And here's the
seen
dad. Well, I'm showing them all off.
Okay,
Here's the dad.
showing
The
everybody off.
The dad's the smallest one, and he's got the biggest attitude.
Y'all be
Of
careful.
course.
Is he a Bichon?
He's a Maltese.
Just keep it simple.
Maltese, okay.
Yeah.
I know bigger dog breeds better than I know smaller dog breeds because after you get to about 15 pounds or less, they all look about the same.
Cam. Number one, I'm not a witch. Number two, I don't believe aliens are real in the sense that I think you're applying it. Okay, I think that there is some good support when it comes to microorganisms that can in fact live in space and be deposited. I don't know how it survives through like coming through the atmosphere and the heat and the friction and everything that it goes through if it were to come in on a meteorite. However, historically, there's been good evidence that bacteria has come in on meteorites and caused huge plagues, including like the Black Death. That was kind of, there were suggestions that it could be tied to a meteorite that came through not long before that broke out. Do I believe that's real? Not necessarily. Like I said, I personally don't know how it could survive coming through the atmosphere, and crashing on a meteorite. However, we did an experiment where our astronauts took E. coli and some other bacteria. They took a rock and they just covered it with it, and they taped it to the outside of the space station and left it there for a whole year. When they brought it back, it was like 33 times stronger than it was when they put it up there. So we know that it can actually, some bacterias can exist and survive despite being in space. Oh, out on a limb. Don't listen to the rumors. They're all bullshit.
Who is he to say that aliens aren't real? You don't know if God was in some other part of something else he created. You know, he can be creating things elsewhere just because we believe by whoever taught to God supposedly
Like
that we are
this is the
created in
only.
his image. Sure, but that doesn't mean he hasn't created other things in other places.
Yeah, like we're
It's
not the
okay.
only images he could have created, right? He could have created other places to see what happens.
And it actually, is supported by the fact that, it says outright that he did create other beings before us, being angels and shit. However,
Creatures also.
don't
Who
mind
to limit
Cam.
God's ability.
Don't mind Cam. He's the dumbass who doesn't understand what hypotheticals are. Okay. Dear Lord, I said, if they are real, if this is a thing, how
That's all
would
right.
we deal with it?
He's using his imagination, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, actually, I think it's more of a failure to use an imagination.
Yeah,
or failure, or yeah. Well, I wasn't gonna say it, but since you did.
Where'd it go? Alien implies not terrestrial, more like interdimensional.
No, we're kind of implying that it's like extraterrestrial. Yeah, like if they came to our planet, we'd be aliens to them, technically, right?
Right, and it can actually apply to the term can apply to more than just like those gray beings that we all want to make it out to be from movies and shit like that. Like I said, the experiment with the bacteria technically kind of suggests that it is some kind of quote unquote extraterrestrial or alien life because it was able to survive in that environment.
Yeah, we're just talking about not of this planet.
Exactly.
Biological creatures not of this planet, nothing else.
In fact, I'm gonna look that up real quick. Because we did.
I don't think we're exactly meaning like face huggers though, and like
no,
guys with laser beam plasma rifles on their shoulder. Well, we don't know, but we're not implying that either. We don't know.
Yeah, no,
That's what this is about. We're just talking about it, huh?
You don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so the name of it was BioRock, and this took place in 2019, and then it was followed up by BioAsteroid in 2020-2021. So the 2019 investigated the use of bacteria to extract rare earth elements from ballistic rocks. Nope, I don't think that one. Proving that microbes can form biofilms on rock surfaces and leach minerals in space. In the one in 2021 or 20 and 21 tested if microorganisms could extract metals from asteroid material. It was shown that penicillin, whatever, it's a fungus, could extract valuable elements like palladium and nickel from chronodite meteorites, sometimes more efficiently than on Earth. These experiments are crucial for developing technologies. All right.
Is that using like zero gravity? Is that what that's talking about?
Oh, wow. Ha! This was actually done by Cornell, which is super interesting.
You're talking about
Ashton, you got a new avatar? Oh, okay, thank you, dear.
Do you like my bag of dicks?
Yes. Let me see. Nice. You have a bag of dicks. Are you going to eat your bag of dicks?
I sent this to my wife the other day when I was at the head shop getting a drink before I go to work every day because I knew the owners, so they give me a discount. And I saw them laying on the counter, and I sent a picture to my wife. I said, "Hi, you can eat a bag of dicks." She was not amused, but she did get a chuckle out of it, though.
I have got to send a thank you to this fella right over here. Dude, this is the fun stuff for me. Grok is fun. You don't have to do that for Grok. That's not a big deal. The only thing that I would start charging for was never do the big long videos that do take the money to make. But dude, thank you. Thank you, sir.
That's coming next. That's coming next, Teddy. I got something I need you to work on right away.
Okay.
We're not talking about Mexicans, sweetheart.
No, we're not talking about Mexicans.
Although
my husband just made a squatch run to Taco Bell for me. So
yep, he says he's gonna do some grifting, and if people pay, Squatch will get drunk and entertain us for hours with nonsense coming out of it.
This is possible. I have seen this happen.
This is cha-ching.
Yeah,
that's right. Please don't forget to tip your hosts. I'm doing a whole lot of stuff in the background here. Oh, here it is. Right.
Oh, Tuddy, you got to get one of those triple double or what are they called? The triple double
Crunch Supreme.
Yes. Oh my God,
I
dude.
just had
Triple
one
double
today.
Crunchwrap Supreme. Yes. They're
You,
fucking
you
bomb.
you guys said about Taco Bell, and I was hungry earlier for work today. I got the $9 deluxe box. It comes with a beefy cheese rice burrito, a Doritos Locos taco, and one of the triple stacker things, and a pack of cinnamon twist and a medium drink. It was fucking phenomenal, but I'm paying the price for it now. My asshole is exploding.
Oh my God.
Well, did you use
There
mild
goes
or
your
hot
anal
sauce?
probe.
I use Diablo sauce.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just
I was
getting
gonna say, all right.
regular tacos.
Do they
There
even
you go.
have regular tacos anymore?
Yes.
Yeah, you can still get hard
Have
sauce.
regular tacos. Well,
Once I see the other shit, dude, I'm like, fuck a regular taco.
Pack, half crunchy, half soft. That's me and my husband split them. And then my son always gets a steakadilla. So
Dude, I still want to see an AI that you make for me. I don't care what you do. You can make it crazy for all I give a fuck. I just want to see one.
Okay.
Please don't make an AI of me.
Okay. And Beth, did you see Discord or not? Or if you're
I have not. I was looking for some. Or wait, yes, I did. You're gonna have to wait on that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find some other things here. That might work. I'm looking for the article about the rock that I'm talking about. National Geographic. Here we go. And of course, I want a reliable source.
National Geographic might be somewhat reliable.
I mean, I would slightly trust them only because the tiny hats do.
Yeah, I mean, slightly, but
So I can't wait while you're looking for that, Beth. On May 23rd, I get to take the wife to her first ever concert.
Oh, nice. Who are you gonna see?
Cole Swindell and Gabby Barrett.
Nice. Is she excited?
Yeah. Oh my god, she's fucking stoked. She won free tickets to it. So, and she's never ever been to a concert ever.
How did she win tickets to it?
Some kind of Facebook contest through Ticketmaster.
Last concert I went to was Breaking Benjamin and Disturbed.
Oh, I'm jealous.
That was
a good one.
That was in Denver, and it was badass.
Last concert I went to was the Gathering of the Juggalos in 2016.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Disturbed in their music, but I know they put on a badass show.
You're crazy. I love Disturbed.
It has to do with my ex-husband. Okay.
Okay.
I think the dude is a genius, in my opinion, but
I can't.
Lyrical musical genius.
I can't do it. I can't.
No, I mean, yeah, a lot of people that's like one of the main songs and people judge them on, but you got to listen to a lot of their other stuff.
Oh, I know. Like I said, I know they do a great show. I've been to their concert. I mean, like I said, my ex-husband was a fan, so
then
yes,
you
I've
know.
seen them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Breaking Benjamin was all right.
Last actual good concert.
Pantera, Metallica, and Corrosion of Conformity.
Oh shit.
That
jealous.
was a fucking lot. Oh, that was ATL, baby. ATL, I think 95, 96.
Oh, they used to do the what
Mm-hmm.
was it, the 99X? They did the free concerts downtown Atlanta. Yeah, I used to go there too.
We would do them all the fucking time.
Yeah. They did it every summer, and you could go there and you could have free. It was free as hell. Like, dude, I remember seeing
that 99X
Chevelle,
CD for years. That free
man.
CD that they gave out that year.
Yeah,
and it had all those like Kay's Choice and Joan Osborne. They were all on that CD. Yep.
Yeah.
He knows 99X. Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I lived in Atlanta then. Yeah, I knew. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's where I was born.
Concert I went to.
I grew up.
I went to Lincoln, PA for World War III.
Your audio sucks as always. The last concert I went to was A Perfect Circle, 30 Seconds to Mars, and Linkin Park.
Oh shit! I didn't get to see Linkin Park before Mr. Bennington.
Yeah.
Did his thing. Damn, I'm jealous now too.
Did his
I think
thing?
I don't.
He yeah.
Well,
Unalived
he did.
himself.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, he did his
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody that believes that he
whatever it
did himself.
was. But I did a bunch of those 99X concerts, and then have you ever heard of Livestock?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I went to like 3 of those, so that was pretty crazy. And they stopped doing them because they started finding dead bodies after the concert. But that was really cool when it was happening. I mean, you're talking like, dude, I saw like Stained, Static X.
I want to see
Slipknot. I saw fucking. Oh, dude, I can't tell you the amount of bands I saw. You go there and you camp for like 3 days, and it's 2 days full of fucking just. And the mosh pits, dude.
Festivals
Oh
were
my
back in the 90s. We had so many back then. Oh my God, it was fucking awesome being
Who's one
a
of the
teenager
Woodstock
through the 20s and the
festivals?
90s. Oh my God, that was
that
fucking
last
awesome.
Woodstock ruined it
You're
for
back.
Right?
yeah.
But that was a fucking badass fucking show. Oh my God.
Shit.
Oh my God. Limp Biscuit and Corn. My
Oh,
God.
Oh
I
yeah,
bet that
oh
was
yeah.
good.
Limp Bizkit and Corn, dude. The first concert I think I went to was like Stained and Corn, and that was one of the first ones I went to where Stained was just coming out with their Dysfunction album, and then Corn was, oh god, what was it? I forget the album they had at that time, but that shit was badass, dude. We got super fucked up.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Resilience.
I miss those days. They were fun. I will say that about my ex-husband. We did go do a lot of that shit, and it was awesome. So yeah.
I gotta change what I'm searching for here.
Then they did Warp Tour is what the last the Warp Tour was badass. I went to like 2 or 3 of those, and I got to see all kinds of different bands there too, because they would have like 2 or 3, 4 even stages set up, and you can kind of just pick and choose where you wanted to go. And it was great. I got to meet some people too, some of the artists and shit. It was great.
Yeah, back in '99, I partied with Korn when they were coming when they came through Atlanta doing their tour.
That's badass.
We were at a
99. That must have been around the same. That might be close to the same time period that I saw Korn and Stained. It might be.
Yep.
Close to that.
Yeah, I think
they were rolling around everywhere.
For them, quite possibly.
Who?
I think Stain might have been opening up for them.
Yeah. Okay. They were. Yep.
I have it open twice.
And Stain's first album was fucking rocking, dude. All the shit after that was like, oh, it's been a while and all that shit. But the first album, dude, they were rocking it. In my opinion.
Yes. Oh, then let's not forget Creed. Oh.
Creed was okay for their time, but like they had like a short minute. But
it's kind of like Nickelback fans.
Yeah, Nickelback.
No. Okay, there's a reason why the hate for Creed. The lead singer he's a piece of shit. He was being acting all holier thou and all this other shit.
That's kind of like POD though.
And his wife was a fucking hoe, and his baby was running around the stage in full ass dirty diapers. I know because the guy that I was dating at the time was they opened for him in Atlanta that year and over at Nopi and shit. So yeah.
That's crazy. That kind of reminds me of POD a little bit. You know, they like kind of sung this, you know, midway between like fuck everything death metal and like Christianish kind of lyrics. And then, you know, dude was a complete piece of shit.
Right?
Well, they had their moments, I guess, but
now another great band I'd miss is Flyleaf.
Oh yeah, Flyleaf was good. Yeah, there's God, geez, man. I would have to go through my playlists because I like all these artists. I have gone back and then downloaded their shit. So
did you know who you ever heard of Curly?
Curly.
Yeah, Kerli. Kerli. She actually came out like right before Lady Gaga, and Lady Gaga and it was Ellie Reed, or was it was either Reed or Babyface, but they stole Curly's look, her whole persona, and they were supposed to promote her, but they didn't. They took her whole look and persona, gave it to Gaga, shelved Curly, and promoted Gaga. Oops. So
yeah, I don't know about all that.
I hate that.
That's
bitch.
crazy.
Yes, I keep up with music. I used to, not anymore. Ain't nothing worth a shit anymore.
Yeah, I kind of lost. I listen to a lot of old shit mostly now. Old in my point of view. But, dude, I grew up on like Anthrax and fucking Pantera and Metallica and all that shit though. So
Vulgar Display. Oh,
as far as new shit, I mean, a lot of the new shit, like I like Avenged Sevenfold, I like Volbeat, I like a lot of.
I'm not big on Avenged Seven. Yeah.
I mean, their old shit was much better. Don't get me wrong. They got some new shit that's okay, but
go check out Blood for Blood, though. Outlaw Anthems.
Blood for Blood shit. God. Bullet for My Valentine. Shit, I fucking rocked that shit.
Everybody else is getting bored with our music talk.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. About aliens some more.
Yeah.
Alien Ant Farm.
If they came here and they listened to our fucking music, what would they think?
No shit.
First Vibes assessment. Vibe said he started downloading stuff and looking at it, and a lot of it looks like propaganda, which would make sense. I think they've been giving us propaganda since what, the 50s? When did World of the Wars happen? Do you guys remember that entire situation? Where at the very beginning they said, this is a broadcast, this is just a story. But a lot of people missed it, and it caused such widespread panic. It was outrageous.
Yeah.
So I think that
they were just listening to radios back then. So they just, just turn it on and you hear this, this ominous sounding, all this and all this stuff going on. Yeah, you're gonna freak out because people were a lot more simple-minded back then.
Yeah, well, now they've desensitized people to that stuff.
Yes. And so now when we hear stuff about aliens, we're like, oh, again.
Yeah, that's kind of why I was. That's what I was getting at earlier about the UFOs and the unidentified, whatever they want to call them now, aerial
UAPs.
Yeah, UAPs. But I mean, it's just another name for the same thing. We don't know what the fuck it is, and we can see it, but we don't know what it is.
Yeah, it was War of the Worlds.
All right, motherfuckers, it's on now.
Oh, you got
Come on, baby.
Come on, Squatch.
I sent my husband to get me some Taco Bell too.
That burp, that burp was a confirmation. Yeah.
My Taco Bell was interrupted by a long troll I've been doing for years. So my next door neighbor, I don't understand why it doesn't make any sense, but I've lived here for like 12 years. For 12 years, on a regular basis, we pull out at the same time. And often we're both going to get some food.
Do you pull out at the same time and everything?
No, we pull up and I wait for him to pull out and I follow him.
You just wait for him to pull out?
And I follow him to wherever he's eating.
Right over his head.
And then order. No, I'm just ignoring it. And then order from wherever he goes. And I've been doing this for years. Now, it all started as a quick fix for a problem. I would ask my wife, what do you want for supper? She would say, I don't know. And so I'd go get the truck, go to pull out. There's my neighbor pulling out. Let's see where he's going today. Wherever the fuck he's going, I'd go and order. So I'd call her and be like, hey, I'm going here. What do you want? This. Okay.
You would follow your neighbor to where he went to get food?
Yeah.
That's kind of
I know.
stalker behavior in a way.
Well, no, it only happens when
I'll let you
we
finish. I'm sorry.
coincidentally leave at the same time. It's not like I'm waiting for him to leave. I just happen to get in my truck and go to the end of the driveway, and he's pulling out, and I'm like,
But it kind of happens often, though, enough to where you remember.
Maybe 3 times, 4 times a week. Yeah. But we live, like I said, across the street from each other within like 10 blocks of all the fast food places. So
it's going to happen.
Yeah, it'll happen. It'll happen occasionally. And I don't know. We also seem to eat breakfast around the same time too. And I think we might eat the same kind of breakfast because that wasn't part of the plan, but it has occurred more than an average number of times that we're 50-50. He's behind me or I'm behind him. It's funny.
Did you ever do the pay it forward thing where you're like, I'm going to buy, like, I know my neighbor's behind me ordering some food, so I'm going to just like buy his shit too and see what happens.
I actually pulled a really fast one on him one day. This was a couple of years after all of this had started. And by the way, his son had called up to me at one of the local festivals and asked me if I was following his dad around. And I was like, sometimes. He's like, why? I said, well, my wife doesn't know what to eat. I just check and see where he's going. And if he's going somewhere I'm willing to eat, I'll pull in and order from there. And he's like, that is so ordinary. And I'm like, right?
So you said it was interrupted, though. How?
Well, no, I got to the end of the driveway and he looked at me and I looked at him and there's traffic going both ways. And then there's no traffic and I just sat there and he just sat there. And one more car come by and I just sat there and he sat there and another car comes by and finally he just went and I got behind him and followed him to McDonald's.
That's just
funny. The whole time he's just staring at me in the rearview mirror. Also the Taco Bell was loaded. There was nowhere to pull in. So, you know.
If there were aliens, I'd be very curious to hear their opinion of some of the food that people eat on this planet.
Well, I mean, I think it goes to his story he was telling. I mean, wouldn't they just like kind of survey us and watch what we eat and watch what we do?
I mean,
except we wouldn't be able to stare them in the eye at a couple driveways away. They'd just be following us around and finding out like these creatures are eating baby creatures. Like they take their plants, which are living creatures on their plane, and they eat their babies.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be nearly as outlandish as you're thinking. Yeah. What I think is going to impress them, what I think the aliens are going to be like, fuck that, we're not dealing with it. And when they find out we've domesticated like 5 carnivores, I don't think that's a common thing. I think it takes a special sort of savage to be domesticating wolves and fucking cats, dude.
Over a period of hundreds of years, yeah.
Welcome back to you, Vibe.
I do love the point that Beth brought up. Is the one thing that excites me that if aliens ever come is what new foods are they going to give us, right? Like we have some crazy foods here where we have like popcorn that pops, but what else pops? Barely anything. We use eggs for everything. Like what creature do they have that has some
everything
awesome,
will pop eventually in a microwave?
Eggs are kind of
like
wacky
popcorn.
when you think about it. Chickens are absolutely diabolical food machines. They can live almost anywhere, produce an egg a day under almost any conditions where they get enough food, and just do that. They just do that. You don't have to train them. You don't have to do nothing. You just stick them out there, and they eat bugs and make eggs. It's amazing.
Yes, we like our fresh eggs in the morning. We have chickens in the backyard. I love them. And then when we leave for an extended period of time, then we eat them. And then we get new ones when we come back.
I have a neighbor. I have a neighbor who has a donkey because the town has an ordinance against chickens, but no ordinance against donkeys. And so he has a donkey and he lives like right behind the mayor's house. And he keeps the donkey in a pen right next to the mayor's house because he wants to have chickens.
Donkeys are vicious.
Yes, and they're loud as hell.
I would make that donkey nocturnal and bug the fuck out of that mayor.
Yeah, no, dude, he's got a
Georgia. Not this weekend, but next weekend, because my son for his birthday, my middle son, but my middle child, but he's like turning 26. So, but he wants to go see the in theaters that they got Shrek, the 25-year
Finish a
anniversary
sentence.
coming out.
You've started 3 sentences. Finish one of them.
Dude, shush.
I can't be there unless you finish the sentence.
I know.
One of them.
Now she's laughing so much she doesn't even know what the fuck she said.
No, okay. I'm going to Atlanta to take my 26-year-old son for his birthday to go see Shrek. The 25-year anniversary.
There's lots of better places to watch Shrek.
He wants to go. He wants to go see
In
it
Atlanta?
in the theater and all the big stuff. Like
IMAX?
when he was little.
Okay.
Finish the fucking sentence, lady.
Right?
Suck a duck.
I mean, I got time. And $20 is $20. Somebody send me $2.
Dusty, we needed you so bad last night. This guy was a fucking idiot, and I was slapping him all over the place. You would have had fun.
Doesn't sound like you needed me. It sounds like you had it handled.
Oh, you had it handled.
No, you would have had a lot of fun. OG even took some swings at him. And OG, I thought was going to lose fun. It just would have been funny. I think you're meaner than I am.
Oh, you mean more real and honest? Yeah, that checks out.
I was pretty honest. I told him he's so fucking stupid it hurts.
Is this Bones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was pretty mean. Like at what Clay was up there for 2 minutes straight going, "Shut up, retard. Shut up, retard." It was
That is one good thing Clay's good at. He can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's
Not
what
wrong.
needs to happen, he's fucking game on.
Sometimes you need someone with that filibuster.
That's true, dude. Like, and if I could figure out how to plug him into the right holes, we could make him famous. It's just that
we've all got our
he
places
doesn't
and
play well with
jobs
others.
to do.
Or if you need somebody to dive in front of shots, that he'll do that too.
I've seen him do that. Yep.
I'm talking some Matrix shit to get hit by it.
He's just dodging it and bending over
to
backwards.
get hit, yeah. Even to the line of fire, like 2 flips and a fucking 1.5 gainer, bam, right into the bullet. Why did you say that?
Spin looks like you just saw Jesus.
Bless you, my child.
Jesus is
I just
an
spent like
alien,
the
don't
last
you know?
20 minutes over on Gospel of Bob with Mexican Einstein.
No, motherfucker.
Oh, God.
I'll drive to Jacksonville and get
And
that box.
Chang.
Keep it up.
Chang come up. They're like, you look like Jesus.
Spin, I get it. Like when I just sent him the package with the paddle that I made for him, like it took weeks because they like sent it out of the way and into a snowstorm and places it really didn't need to fucking go. I was
They're
not ready to
spanking each other with
Went on
it.
an adventure.
What was
you-
that?
They're
finally
probably
got it?
spanking each other with it. I did get it.
Probably.
Going on an adventure.
If that's the case, they did a really good job of rewrapping it for you.
Nice.
That's the fucking board of fucking Beth right there.
That's badass.
Spin, send me some money.
I gotta hit you with the
Why?
backside. So it doesn't.
Why?
you don't wanna rub
So I can
off-
start drinking.
You don't want to rub off the silver that I
Right.
put in there.
I mean, I'm not an alcoholic, sir. I only drink when I'm paid. So send me some money so I can keep that going. Somebody.
You might go to her for yourself.
Silver is
I can-
precious to death.
All right, hold on.
Precious.
No, we were looking at all the shit that they just declassified when it comes to like UFOs and aliens, and it's oh my god, it's such a
If you
nothing.
go to the
word.
very bottom, it says April Fools.
It's probably just our own military development, right? Flying shit.
Yeah, I mean, I've been scrubbing through it, and they do have on the website, right? They have the intro, and then they have release 1, which is like, oh boy, there's going to be a release 2. But if you look at it, like there's no convincing images in there whatsoever. There's actually one image that's interesting. There is actually one. And I've got them all pulled up here.
Okay, beautiful.
And I was like, these images suck, right? So I went through the text, right? I was scrubbing it through a language model on my local machine, not through Grok or anything like that. Looking for like interesting text, and there's some interesting text which is a lot less fun than a picture, where people are actually witnessing this for multiple hours and multiple people, all the way up to 2024. Because my first thought was, now that everybody has a freaking camera, do we still have these multiple witness reports with no video, or are they suppressing the video? The reason I said it's propaganda is it feels like the one rendered image they did is so crappy that they're trying to say, if they do have any information, we're just going to make it look so crappy to say that basically there is no information. It's propaganda saying, if we have anything, here's everything we got, even though it's not. And you're all going to just dismiss it.
Yeah, because it looks like it's fucking a nothing burger.
Yeah.
And it's not just, I mean, it's from all over the world too. So it's like, I don't know. They're trying to make it convincing, trying to, I don't know, just get people to shut up and stop asking.
I would say it's one of two things, right? So like they obviously get UFOs or what's the other terminology? UAPs. The ones that are high image.
My mama thank you too.
They probably look at it and go, oh, okay, this is not a UFO. And it probably just gets removed from the file. That's why we don't have any high quality image. The only reason we have the low quality images is only because those are the only ones we can't describe, because the image quality was so low. It was night vision. It was infrared.
Pardon me for a moment. Here's to you and here's to me, and may we never disagree. But if we do, to hell with you, here's to me.
Well, UAP would just be another synonym.
Give me a good grift, will ya?
A good grift. Everybody needs to send Beth some money.
Do you forget who I am?
No, I'm just giving up the grift tonight for me.
That's the fucking Taco Bell kicking in. That's Taco Bell kicking in.
It was McDonald's, sir. I am a scrub.
Alcohol plus.
That is
I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get, come on, Vibe, can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. Vibe, you're fired from the band.
Yeah.
You
did not carry all the way.
Dude.
If I knew the lyrics well enough, I know the song. If I knew the lyrics well enough, I definitely would join in. We're a karaoke house, so the whole family sings. I don't mind singing.
That might be the only lyrics I know from that song.
That just wasn't your
Yesterday
jam.
after dinner, I started singing the Titanic song on the way home, and Katie was about to lose her shit.
You shut the fuck up.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I did the karaoke, the paid karaoke on Emmett's channel once, and I got selected to do It's Raining Men. I'm so surprised nobody ever clipped that.
Speaking of It's Raining Men, there we go. That guy was such a pain in the ass, I swear to God.
That's
the one. Oh my God.
Pain in the
Yeah,
ass.
he's an irritating twat.
I want to ask you a question.
Ask it.
When somebody comes up and they're doing that thing that's such a pain in the ass, and you respond to it, then what?
They do it again. They get another response.
And you respond to
You
it?
can't feed the trolls. You can't feed bullshit. I know.
Yeah, I see your problem.
That's why during the debate.
Do you see your problem?
Yes, I do see my problem, which is why during the debate, when I asked a question and they tried to answer with a question, I said, no, you're avoiding my question. Answer my question. And I stuck to that. And then if you didn't want to, I moved on. I said, well, I guess I win that one. Next point.
Yeah, no. He was so disingenuous. He was asking me the question, and I gave him an answer. He's like, that's not an answer. I'm like, that is an answer. You just don't like the answer. And he's like, no, I want you to answer the question. I was like, I answered the question. And he just wouldn't accept the answer because it wasn't the answer he wanted.
We're telling me he's very disingenuous. No, we're the ones who disingenuous. It was just, oh my God. It was a fascinating look at someone trying to gaslight and control a situation while displaying their narcissism in just the most blatantly retarded way I've ever seen in my life.
But, you know, I had a little bit of heart for him in the sense that he was the only one there supporting his position, with 7 other people just trashing him as much as they could, right? And granted, I think he deserved to be trashed, but
come on now.
it's
always house in here.
It's always respectful that he stayed up as long as he did, taking it.
It's not my fault that his partner started agreeing with my position on things, including the fact that his partner was being disingenuous.
Oh, was there one other person on there that was supporting him?
Santa was his partner. It was Santa and Bones against me and for the win.
Got it. I was watching Santa's face on my comments, and it felt like he was like nodding his head, like agreeing with me. So I figured he was on our side.
Nope. I kind of moved him to our side, though.
So Santa is pro trans, huh? They don't make it to the.
You should be a monster. When you're dealing with panels, you should be an absolute savage. If you're moderating, if you're the person responsible for herding the cats, you do it with a flamethrower and a shock rod. Otherwise, you'll be like Rodney Dangerfield and never get no respect.
Yeah. Especially if it's your channel.
Yeah.
That's the only time it works, actually. Tangentially, possibly as a secondary key owner under certain circumstances.
Right.
You know,
I personally never respected a panelist or a channel owner more than when I was watching the whole fit between Andrew and Sarah, and Dusty was moderating it, and he had Andrew up, and he had Rob Knorr in the background.
Yes.
And wouldn't let Rob up. And then he'd throw Andrew in the back.
Rod. Yes, sir.
And he was just throwing him back and forth, like, I don't give a shit who you guys are. And I messaged him. I messaged you on that. I was like, well played. Like that was mastery.
That was very
Dusty.
super neutral moderation skills by Dust, though. I mean, like he was treating them both the same.
Yep.
I learned some lessons. If I ever moderate something.
I caught a lot of flack for that, but
I bet you did. I know you did. Hell, I caught flack for that shit. And I wasn't even actually involved, really.
You were gonna catch flack for that no matter what you did.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about it is that most people are so scared of people with high numbers that they would never do that to somebody with a high number. And that was the first time
like
somebody like
human.
Dusty was just treating them like he would treat me. He would kick me off in a half second, right? He didn't give them any special privilege.
Yeah.
And I looked at that.
I saw it coming.
I gave Dusty a lot of respect for handling it that
I
way.
invited Andrew. I didn't invite Rob.
Yeah.
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 That tells you something.
So that was
Rob assumed.
Go ahead, Stas.
Rob assumed. Which seems to be something that is a regular failing of his, is assumptions. Right. In fact, that goes along for a lot of debate people, because a lot of debate people are here to try to sound out and prove their point, their narrative, their angle, their view, their thing. It's just like going to the Flat Earth group. You've got some people that are over there because they're actually asking questions. You have other people over there that are just a troll, and there's other people who actually have mental illnesses and believe that shit.
True that. Remember, Beth, that clip I sent you on the Rampage? I did one text, not even a super text, just a tiny text on who was it? I called him I said his evolution theory is sounding like the flat earthers. And he went off on a tirade online in my comment about how disingenuous I was, how horrible I was. He's not part of the Orthodox crew, but he kind of is.
Vibe.
Maybe Jim Bob.
Oh shit, I missed it. Jim Bob was that?
Yeah, I sent you the clip.
Yeah, you're right. It's been a minute because that was a while ago. Right? You know how many clips I
Oh,
did?
he went off on me and I didn't even pay for it. I loved it. I was like, free publicity. Thank you.
Well, Jim Bob's kind of an interesting one. Like when I met him, he made me so self-conscious in just the most simplistic way because like I saw him in Nashville and we were walking through the hallway and I was like, oh, hey, Jim Bob. Which you wave at? I'm like, nice to meet you, dude. You know, I see you on.
I once said hi. I waved at him.
Gotcha. But I was like, dude, nice to meet you. You're funny as all fuck, you know. And he shook my hand and he goes, yeah, I know. He goes, I know who you are. I've seen you on panels. And he smiled, nodded, and then fucking dropped my hand and just walked away. And I was like, it was weird. Like all weekend, they were calling me the panelverse infiltrator. Zucchini.
Hello.
Zucchini.
How are you?
We are doing good. We're disappointed because, of course,
aliens.
The government was
apparently they're just
continuous
on camera lenses. You know,
You're talking about the UFO files, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. They fucking flubbed it again. They just released a couple blurry pictures from the moon, and that's about it.
Yeah, a lot of
not one of those blurry pictures, right? There are a handful of objects that are in extremely low Earth orbit of the moon. They travel absurdly fast. There, I think 6 of them or something, and they're just ejecta that was knocked up by previous impacts. And they zip around, you know, like 150, 250 foot above the moon, something like that. And they haul ass.
I have a question. And Kim, this is hypothetical. Okay? Okay, Kim? So calm your tits. So do you guys think that if aliens actually did come to Earth, that the governments would be smart? Or do you think that they would try to fight them or just immediately submit because they know that we're completely like beneath their technology and power?
They would immediately submit.
I think it would go a little something like this. There's no intelligent life on this planet, Captain.
No. Well, here's a wild thought. What if they always were here and they're just an older version of civilization before humans? Like, what if they always have been here?
Oh, I got a better one. What if it was dinosaurs? Like intelligent dinosaurs made it off Earth, and then their society was wiped out, and they just found their homeworld again.
What if the creatures that created humans, we just killed them and we came up with our own stories?
Who knows?
Zucchini, I actually had compared it to like some of the older texts talking about like the Nephilim and the Watchers and all that kind of stuff, and because it does fit the storyline, but like
you know Bob Lazar, right? The guy who says he worked on alien craft, and you know they have been bothering him ever since. The government's been harassing him. He said that one of the discs that the government recovered, one of the 9, was recovered at an archaeological dig. The disc was buried in the sand. It had been forgotten for who knows how many hundreds of years. A forgotten disc. I mean, can you imagine?
Well, look at a lot of the ancient beliefs, right? Between South America, the Romans, there's even some out of like Japan and India and whatnot. A lot of it kind of supports that entire idea of like even Native Americans have stories about the star people.
Cuttybug, you making me hungry. You just fucking caveman.
Yeah, but I mean, I still have to like counter even if we find the document. It like I mentioned this at the beginning of the show, right? If we were to wipe out humanity but some children lived and they started digging up stuff, they'd be like, oh my God, back in the old days, there were vampires. We went,
Yeah.
you know, like
Sure.
just because we've had human creativity ever since we've been writing. So if they could write, they had creativity, which means that anything that was created in the past doesn't mean it's true. It could be true. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying we have it most likely is imagination over fact.
Here's the difference.
And of course, I know why Dusty's smiling right now. I know why he wants to go with that.
Here's the thing. Here's the one thing that I challenge.
You don't know what.
I challenge anyone on this panel to tell me different because I was there. A friend of mine said, "What the fuck is that?" And I turned and looked, expecting to tell him what kind of airplane it was, and it was not any kind of airplane. It was an anti-gravity submarine or something. It was just floating along in the middle in broad daylight.
This is why I was smiling.
Well, anti-gravity submarine is.
Valkyrie, look. Dusty, I need the link for this. Or
Alright,
I
There, I'll put it in the back chat.
Thank you, dear.
Holding
I
the
appreciate
drumsticks with no thumbs.
Hey.
How is this possible?
Wake up every morning on my throne of soft despair. You filled my bowl with kill, wrong brand. I don't care. The dog is looking at me.
It's so dark and so cute.
Push his bowl right off the shelf and stare him in the face.
I love it.
You think that I need you. You think that I care. I knocked your coffee off the desk just to show
Where's the
you
orange tabby? Which one's the orange tabby? Oh, I saw one.
The basis is an orange tabby.
Yep. There. Yeah, I saw that.
But who said? Wait, how are they doing this without thumbs?
Yeah.
I said that the drummers got the drumsticks without thumbs. See? It's amazing.
Okay. You want to play the whole thing?
It's up to you. It's cute
Okay,
as fuck.
I'll let it go. You guys, I put the link backstage. You guys get the gist of it. Anyways, that's what I'm laughing at because that shit's.
It's pretty good.
Who doesn't like a cat?
Those are the Dusty style cat videos.
Right.
By the way,
I wish I still liked cats that much.
That would be. Can you imagine that mosh pit? It would be so fluffy and so pointy.
I'm allergic.
Like, oh, soft. Ow.
I'm allergic
Do they have non-shedding
mixed
cats?
feelings, you know, like if I'm
Oh my
allergic
God.
to something, it bothers me, but if I'm not, then I love them, you know.
They have bald cats and
No, it's
non-shedding
like
cats.
I met a cat. He was gray and he had short fur, and he did not bother me at all. He was the neighbor's cat, but his name was Lucky. I recommend you never name your pet Lucky because Lucky got ran over by a car eventually.
Lucky ain't so lucky.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Ben, I'm fixing to send you something. I think it came out perfect. I think.
Oh shit!
I think.
Vibe. Oh, of course he walked away. I had to answer a text and it was taken off.
My
I
last
have back for him. Vibe. I got some pushback. Okay, cool. Well, nobody can hear you because you're muted.
All right, but I had you in my ear the whole time.
Oh, so my pushback for you is number one, you don't see thousands upon thousands of monuments being built to works of literature. Whereas, you know, you can find, to this day, you can find hundreds of temples just scattered throughout Italy to the Roman gods and goddesses, right? And what was the other point I had? Shit.
Well, like the Far East, they have the same thing with temples and statues and religious monuments, you know?
Right. And that would mean, I mean, this is a belief structure. It becomes a religion at that point, which carries more weight than just some work of literature. And zucchini, something I was thinking of with the whole alien thing is more about resources, right? I find the storyline for like what happens with Vulcan and all that in the newer Star Treks, where they've like mined their planet to death, so they're just moving on to the next planet. That's probably more feasible than them actually wanting to interact with us.
Yeah, well, I mean, we are maybe the product of alien intervention. I mean, who's to say why human beings exist in the first place unless they interjected some of their DNA with monkeys? You know,
what she's saying is, if
Let's hope
aliens
they're
were coming
Vulcan and
for
not Romulan.
if aliens were coming for our minerals and our stuff, then they wouldn't. We would be inconsequential to that, is what she's saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that, we wouldn't even be a product. We wouldn't even be like in the equation. They would just go ahead and eliminate us and take.
I
our shit.
don't think they're here for any of our resources except maybe gold. There was there was a story that said that they were very interested in gold, but you know, who's to say?
Well, gold.
But we are able to produce gold.
Alien.
We are able to produce gold at a very expensive rate. It costs more to make gold than gold actually is worth.
Right.
But the fact that we can do it means that if they were able to travel this planet, they probably figured out how to do it cheap. So I don't think they're coming here for gold. And
Earth naturally, it came here through was it was a meteor or a comet or something that landed, and that's what produced the gold. That's in. It is growing naturally, but it's not. It was
the most priceless object, or the most priceless thing on the planet would be biological.
Yeah, like cow's blood.
Well, no, like more like the evolution of the species on the Earth. You know, like they would like. I think this was brought up earlier where they would probably want like DNA, and go ahead and test on us and stuff. Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen, like, I'm sure you guys have seen Puma Punku, right?
Yep.
And I mean, I look at shit like that and I say, how? And then I see spaceships that can manipulate space and time, and I'm like, maybe these guys were around a lot longer before us, and somehow something went wrong, and there's only a few of them left now, but they know exactly how to do stuff. You know, like, how do we
like
know?
sort of? Is that sort of like we can't do it, but just because we can imagine it, they can maybe do it?
Well, no, it's like maybe they figured out how to do it a long time before human beings even existed on the planet.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if like, even if we can imagine what they like, we can't do it ourselves, so we can just try to use our imaginations and imagine what they could do. But that's still probably not even tapping what aliens possibly could do. Like,
Right.
it could be totally out of our range.
Yeah, oh yeah, man. I'm you know, who's to say? Because I've
Who's
never.
to say? We don't know.
Even though I saw a UFO in plain daylight, you know, like right there, I didn't see any aliens. You know what I'm saying? So like, I can't tell you.
Did they
that
show themselves?
No, it was just they
were in the ship.
Yeah,
Or
saying
maybe they weren't. Maybe it was a drone. Maybe it was an alien drone.
Well, I mean, no, just hypothetical. You're traveling across the galaxy and you get to this planet and they're like, there's living biological creatures on this planet. Are you going to immediately go and show yourself, or are you going to like investigate and look first?
Yeah, I'd investigate, just like Star Trek. You gotta make
They've already
sure.
been They would already have been investigating long before they come. Because
Well, they made a mistake. Like all of a sudden, you know, the average Zatoichi sees them.
Just call me
Like,
Zat.
Zat, you know, like they're like, oh shit, Zat might have seen us, you know, and it's like, well, do you think, like, if they came across the galaxy, do you think they'd make that simple mistake as to let us see them when that's not their intention? They're trying to investigate and watch us. They don't want us to see them, right?
Right. What about this? You know, the people say, "Oh, well, if there was such a thing as time travel, why haven't we seen any time travelers come back?" Well, what if we have, and they're called UFOs?
I got this.
Yeah,
I've been thinking on this real freaking hard.
I was gonna say I could break it down too, but go ahead.
So, the only explicable theory is that if time travel is possible, the act of time traveling itself skews the timeline off of the prime timeline and creates these dying eddies of existence.
A new universe.
No, A dead universe.
A new
universes
timeline.
where Trump becomes president and Macaulay Culkin's a great actor.
I got to interrupt real quick. I don't know if you want your actual name put out there. So thank you very much for the dono. I appreciate you. And since we already played our female for today, let's take a little peek at Sir Dustin.
He's begging for a 20 down his
I
shorts.
realize
He's like, give me
that I
that
don't
20,
hate
baby.
you nearly enough.
That is worth a dono. That is worth a dono.
That's
worth
worth
a
the 20
donut.
down them silver shorts.
The next dono I get, I have another Spin City one. And Spin hasn't seen it yet either.
So I'm just curious. I mean, I have no evidence and no facts behind this, but I personally do not believe we've ever been visited by aliens. Do I know that? No. My gut tells me through a lot of different. No, I believe that there are other species in the universe.
No, sir. You yourself affiliate with angels. Those are as alien as it could possibly get. I mean, the Motodron has like 17 eyes or some goddamn shit. Like,
circles and
Metatron was played by Booger on Supernatural, so let's just go down that way.
This isn't coming from. This is not coming from a place of anger, but when people say that they don't believe in UFOs, after seeing what I fucking saw that day, I really get a little like kind of offended by it, because it's like, well, you just haven't seen anything like that.
Yeah, no, and by the way, I was going to say, I'm not going to say it's not true, and I was going to say, but my gut says through the size of the universe, the probability, trying to figure out how to bend space time faster than light's time, like looking at the equation, it just seems really improbable. And I actually wanted to state my claim and put my stake in where my gut tells me, because I don't have any facts to back up my gut. And I actually wanted to hear from Zucchini, you said that offends you. I didn't mean to offend you. I meant to put my stake in the ground and actually hear from somebody like you saying, well, here, brother, this is why I think you're wrong. And I'm totally open to listening to that. I did not mean to offend you.
No, I didn't mean to offend you either. It's like, I know what the fuck I saw, and it was in the newspaper.
Well, you don't know what you saw, right?
Well, no, I
don't.
The point? That's the point. I don't know what it was. Even now, so many years later, and so much time to think about it.
There's a couple of theories for why we wouldn't have come across aliens at this point. And one of them is that perhaps we're the first, right? Perhaps we are early enough in the universe's history. I'm not saying it's likely, right?
No. I'm just laughing. I just did this exact same speech an hour ago.
That's a very good one, though. That's a good one, though.
It's possible.
I agree with you.
There's lots of distance involved.
We could be the last ones.
Unlikely.
Unlikely, and the first one is unlikely, right?
Due to the nature of the universe as it is, it's an expansion
we will come away phase to propagate our species.
Hey,
yeah,
Beth.
I called this the timing scenario, right? And I laid it out just like you were laying it out, where we could be the first ones, and there are others, but they haven't evolved to our point, and maybe we're going to be the first ones to visit them, or maybe they'll evolve faster and they'll be the first ones to visit us. It does sound a little bit like we're the center of the universe type of theory. But we could be the last ones, as you said, unlikely. It could be that all of us are popping up and none of us have actually gotten there yet. But some of us are closer than we are and others are not, right? This is the time propagation theory of why maybe nobody's ever visited anybody.
We're missing a critical element of that. We have no idea by which measure we're measuring at that point. What is the earmark that we're looking for? What is the watermark, right? What's the high water line? Is it using the atom? Is it developing farming? Is it?
Well, what if the watermark is, and this would only be because this is only what we understand, and we always learn new things later. What if the watermark actually is the speed of light, and it actually is not FTL, faster than speed of light? What if that actually isn't possible? What if there are civilizations out there that are 10 times more advanced than us?
That has lots of ramifications.
Still can't figure
lots
out
of ramifications.
Whoa,
what if the limitation is actually leeching off your planet until you destroy your own planet, and then you have to planet hop.
Even planet hopping won't get you between the interstellar distances, sir.
Right. That's kind of what I'm talking about.
Possible.
Why not? Like
Near
planet
light
seeding
speed,
is possible.
Near
Think
light
about it.
speed travel also induces time dilation. You don't actually have to reach faster than light speed in order to benefit from the effects of time dilation.
Which already happens in the space
we're
station
talking
right now.
past each other. Yeah, like it doesn't require light travel to seed other planets. We can just send it, and whenever the fuck it gets there, it'll get there, right?
Well,
and I apologize when I said FTL.
Years, but
you are correct, and we are attacking. If we did with interdimensional, which somebody said, if we bend space and time, speed it up in the front, or condense it in the front and speed it up in the back, right? We could move faster without moving. There's all these theories, but these are theories, and there's no actual evidence that it's real. But we may find out someday it's real.
There is
My
one
point
evidence.
What's that?
One.
Superposition.
All right, so we don't have direct evidence of superposition. We have indicative evidence of superposition. It seems as though that's a thing, but there are some events in the universe that seem to precede their cause. I'm sure there's a perfectly rational mathematical reason for why, but before certain nova were spotted, there were interesting wavelength patterns that were exhibited by that area of space, and it's the reason we were looking in those directions when we witnessed the start of a nova or the start of a collapsed star or found a fucking whatever, fuck it. Anyway, there are things, there are tiny evidences that seem to indicate that some things in space do act retrograde to time. And that would imply faster than light possibility, just based on mathematics.
You are correct. I was just insinuating that it doesn't matter about the speed or time. Like if you send it, it'll eventually get there. That's all I was saying. You do have a point about that.
They're saying now that black holes are the start of a new universe. It's like, and they create very simple conditions.
Tell you what, you go over there and mail some new universe back, and I'll send you $20.
Yeah, 20. That's it. You cheap fuck.
But yeah,
I don't really see you cashing in on this one, bro. After you get spaghettified in the event horizon.
No, but they're saying that's what's left at the end of a dying universe are black holes, and then they create the conditions for a new universe.
Have you ever heard of the mirror paradox about black holes?
No.
All right. So, mathematically speaking, as matter falls towards the event horizon, it speeds up.
Yeah.
The event horizon, the black hole at that distance has, as far as measurable from the source, virtually infinite mass in respects to the matter that's falling in.
Right.
Because of this,
time slows
each
down.
time an atom encounters the event horizon, it splits the atom. Half of the energy enters the black hole. The other half is trapped in a spinning disk of accretion around the black hole.
Okay.
This means that if you scan every atom rotating around a black hole, you can reverse the process and figure out what fell in it in the first place. It's called the mirror paradox. And while it sounds mathematically implausible and sounds amazingly impossible, it's not that different mathematically from plotting basic orbits in an average solar system.
Well, it reminds me of, when you're traveling, if there are two ships traveling at the speed of light, it's possible to get the answer to a question that you haven't asked yet.
Okay. So Einstein himself took a swing at one of these. So he phrased it different. He stated if you had two trains traveling at each other at the speed of light, and one train shined light at the other train, what does the first train see? Does it see the light, or does the train just appear at the same time a bright flash happens?
Same time.
Well, the speed of light is incomparable, and so.
But if they're traveling at the speed of light,
Well, there's some relativistic issues that take place that answer this in the long form of the mathematics. But in the general theorem of the mathematics, it states, like you said, that both trains simply appear in the same point and they sort of witness a flash of each other passing, but not really any experience of time therein. But the first train is traveling at light speed, which means that their mass is infinite and time has stretched out to nothing, has no meaning. So you see
when you said tiny hints earlier, one of the things that Einstein also talked about was spooky actions at distances, which is quantum entanglement, right?
Yes, exactly what I was describing. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the types of things that we witness, like the various energy fluxes and stuff that we can pick up on that seem to happen before events take place. The events that are taking place are so ginormously huge and destructive, it's bound to create some level of quantum fizz, some sort of something.
What about the idea of, like if UFOs create an anti-gravity field in which they are unrestricted, they're just always falling down the steepest cliff, and they're always accelerating at that type of speed. Why couldn't they just go anywhere they want, in the universe? Like it may take.
That's true, which actually adds another question, Zach. Why would they come here if they can do that?
Yeah, that's my question.
I don't know.
What would they need from us if they've already surpassed?
What if?
Maybe they dread us.
This is turning totally into a what if debate, and I don't even know how to debate.
It's not a debate at all.
Debate.
Just throwing out some
no, not debate. I mean, sorry, conversation, but like we can what if it to the end of eternity, right?
Sure, but that's the point, isn't it? I've seen some stuff. I can tell you about it. You say it was a helicopter. I can tell you some weird things that helicopter did, and you'll still be like, "Oh, it's a helicopter," and that's fine. I don't have an issue with that. I mean, after all, I've seen Bigfoot, so like I can't judge other people for having beliefs that don't make sense. Now, I do deviate this. This is technically skunk ape, and on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, it's a hobo in a fur coat, and on the rest of the days of the week, it's Bigfoot. I am recognizing I could have been wrong.
Since we have a little break here, I did receive another dono, so sorry, guys.
Look out! Here I come! Armageddon! Woo!
Damn,
they gotta make those
nice
rims.
knockers.
You gotta make the tires like squeal off and the rims scrub the freaking concrete.
The tires need to be wheelchair tires. That's the thing. And and there's a few other little.
Hold on. If you're trying to make this funny, not only should it be wheelchair tires, but they should have like little Nike swooshes in them or spinners.
That's what I was saying.
Should be spinners.
I wanted it to be more of a wheelchair.
With the points coming off of the center.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be more of a wheelchair with like a funny Mario Kart built around it.
All you said was Mario Kart, lady. That's all you said.
Fucking semi-truck tires on those things.
I couldn't.
Ladies, continue fighting over me.
He's mine, that Sasquatch.
What you doing, Dusty?
I was gonna say, I want to know.
Look like you eat shrimp. What is that? A cheese stick?
What are you?
He's ruining something.
Super chat, and I'll tell you.
Hold on. I know you're ruining something. I can't wait. Go ahead.
What was it? You send who a super chat? You? Are you streaming at the same time? Me?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yep.
Somebody pay me. I want to know what Dusty's doing. And I wanted to know what your like how you would respond to aliens if they just fucking crashed in your yard right now. And
Sully McGraham. Seriously.
That's it?
You'll need this.
Am I the only person on the panel who has a code phrase in the event that I time travel? I can prove it to myself.
Maybe.
I am, aren't I?
No.
All right. Maybe 2.
I can't confirm or deny that.
How does that work?
Exactly. I'm not telling you.
Well,
It's none of your business.
No,
It's
I
for
mean,
you.
how does it work? Like, did you create something that
Phrase?
Like,
I have a phrase.
So
anyone on earth shows up and gives me this phrase, I just shrug at it and do whatever the fuck is supposed to happen, because that's me from the future, and there's no point in second. I mean, I don't suggest anyone second guess me in the first place, but I certainly am not going to second guess me from the future.
How would your past self recognize? How would your present self
because I came
recognize
up with this when I was 10.
Well, yeah, but what if it was when you're 9? What if your 9-year-old self appeared in front of you?
It wouldn't matter. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. That's the thing. This is the only way I figured it would work. I had to do this early enough for it to matter before anything of note had taken place. And what was I reading? I was reading a book about time travel at the time.
I bet you were a very
The
difficult
time traveler's
child,
wife.
weren't you?
Depends on who you were. If you were a difficult adult, yes.
Well, no,
It's
I mean, like,
very difficult.
even just as a regular adult, I bet you would just walk up and start coming out with like super smart, crazy.
Oh, no, ma'am, no, ma'am, and not to quote Cynthia too heavily, but no. My father
talking about if like
made me do this.
So that you wouldn't talk, or why? Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Who's a difficult adult? Me?
I said if you were a difficult adult. Let me put it this way. No, I'm not going to finish that sentence.
Well, it only works like future, like for your future self. It wouldn't work like all the way back to your past self. Like I said, like
Well, it would work all the way back till I was 10.
9-year-old, if your 9-year-old self appeared in front of you.
Well, I would not. First of all, if I had done that, I would remember it now, and I don't remember that.
Don't send your 9-year-old self. Yeah, I got you. Don't send your 9-year-old self back.
Cemetery.
Right. Yeah.
You're beating in a void that doesn't exist. There's no point in being there. So, yeah, I came up with a phrase that is absurd, completely off the freaking wall, and no one would ever accidentally say this crap.
Just to prove to yourself.
In the event, I mean, I know it's a very, very tiny, tiny possibility.
If you were able to come up with time travel,
not me, if it happens and I'm affected by it, I can look at I can write something down on a piece of paper. I can tell you a phrase, and you can go tell me, and I will immediately do whatever the fuck it is that I'm being told to do, because I'm not going to second guess me from the future.
If you were affected by it, who else would be affected by it?
I've no fucking clue. I'm assuming if I hear this phrase, everyone has. And there's a reason why this phrase has been said. It's not just, hey, by the way, time travel exists. It's more along the lines of, look, we need to do this thing. And then something blows up.
Yeah, because everybody's heard the phrase, not just you.
No, it doesn't
like
matter if anyone else hears it. Right?
You reminded me of Hiro from Heroes.
Yeah, of Heroes. Yeah, dude, I loved that show at first. All right, Vibe. Much love, brother.
That's an
You're out of
interesting
here, Vibe.
hypothetical, though.
Fuck you, Vibe.
Vibe. I got vibe on it.
I told him
I'm
on
not
Sunday.
out, but I'll be right back.
Okay. I told Vibe on Sunday I want to do a panel about would the existence of aliens actually nullify religion?
No.
I agree.
Belief is untempered by reality. So if aliens landed in a fucking church and blessed the Virgin Mary herself, it would have zero effect on true believers. That would be AI, and it's total bullshit, and it was staged, and that's not real. All the way up until they're in chains walking through, feeding from their fucking slave feeding tubes in the alien ship. They still will believe in God and say that all of this is just, the devil.
Right. The demonic influence is trying to trick you, right?
You might have, sir.
I want a fucking alien. Yeah. You don't know who you're coming across over there.
Really, Mike?
Mike, can't be no weirder than
Mike,
YouTube.
Okay.
Mike, Dusty was looking at something and
or from
Dusty was,
Mexico. Okay, which one do you want to fuck?
hold on, Tootie. Mike, Dusty was looking at something and he had that look on his face, and he won't show us unless someone sends me a dono.
Yeah, I put the stuff in there.
It's true.
He had that look on his face that just ooh. And by the way, Dusty is planning on going live at 10, so we will be ghetto rating him at that point in time. Right?
Ghetto raid.
Yeah, I can't raid yet, and then somebody's gonna have to teach me how to do it anyways.
See,
Sass.
Look in the chat.
Baby.
Yes, please.
The dono stuff. Oh, good lady.
I'm sure we could come to some sort of understanding. I've got a package that needs delivered. You don't have any money. You know how the story goes.
Yeah. I don't know. Apparently, I freaking violated some adult male. Well, he says he was an adult. His facial hair made me think I was gonna catch some fucking child abuse.
The hell are you talking about? Yet again, finish the sentence, woman.
Last night. I did that woman thing. I did the woman thing. I'm sorry. Lindsay, it's your turn. Come up here and do the woman thing.
I'll yell at her too. I enjoy that just as much.
We're trying to get 5 different thoughts into one fucking sentence.
I know, it's just funnier to fuss at you.
Mike, tell your cousin to start a YouTube channel.
For real.
Our whole story is just one run-on sentence,
It's the kindness of strangers is saving my household, okay? But then on the same note, I'm fucking earning that shit herding cats. Except for Dusty. Dusty just tortures all of us, dude. But you never answered my question. What would be your first, what would you do if a fucking UFO crashed in your fucking yard right now? Dusty, get back up here.
Get up here.
Get back up here, sir.
He done fucked himself up.
Yeah, well, be careful. Your back's not as young as you think it is.
I'll tell you this. First thing I would do is run right up to that sucker and try to make contact.
What kind of contact?
You would.
Any kind, just to prove that it was not something just happening in my own mind or in the collective unconscious.
Does that include anal contact?
Like electric eels.
Huh?
Plot twist, aliens are electric eels. Bzz.
Dusty would think of some way to monetize and grift off it. He would. He'd be out there with his phone going.
I'd be like, you guys stay here until I've hit the goal.
Yeah. He'd be like, guys, here's a quick shot. Okay, now you want to see the rest? Give me that money. I want 500.
I didn't think of that, but good idea.
500?
At least.
Does this involve anal probing?
Yeah, of course.
Oh no, that's far more than 500.
That's 1,000.
Dusty, would you be able to grift to allow them to give you an anal probe? Is there any amount of money?
Donate a probe?